Hi, chat. Hello, hello. Sorry, I was still downing my dinner. I had very delicious soup, but it was a little warm, so I couldn't eat it very fast. So I was trying to eat it like little teeny bites. And I still burned my tongue. I don't know how that happened, but it's fine. It's not painful. But hi, how are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? I don't know what's going on with my speech. We're just gonna give up on that. Today's gonna be an interesting day in terms of talking. We're just gonna embrace it, I guess. First crew today this stream. So we already had a first crew today. Thomas, Hollow, Felipe, Rose, and Liker. Congratulations for snatching one of the first 5. It's so fun when there's new sound alerts. I love it. Also, Confu, thank you so much for the 10-month resub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And also with your Prime. You only have one of those and you decided to share it with me. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then Liker coming in with the 220 stream streak as well. That is absolutely wild. Lex coming in with redeeming the coconut roll. Listen, it is roll galore today again. Or was that yesterday? Was that during no, that was during co-working. My timelines are messed up. I don't even remember what was yesterday, what was today. Listen, I had dinner. I have dinner brain. I very much have dinner brain. It's all over the place. Everything happens so much. Exactly. Also, Carolina, thank you so much for the 195 stream streak. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And welcome into everyone who's joining. I hope you guys are all doing well. Your streak is 222. You can't share that number. It is a nice number. I wish that they let you, like, I don't know, share the occasional custom number or something. I think that'd be fun. Like if your streak's your favorite number that you can share it, or if you have like a 69, you can they should make 69 shareable. Although I guess it is still a platform with minors on it. So maybe not. Maybe only if you have your stream set to 18 plus, then people can share it. Otherwise, maybe no. Otherwise, maybe that's not a great idea. Also, it is really warm. Should I put my fan on? Maybe I should. Maybe it's a good idea. Hold on. Just a little bit. Get a little bit of fresh air. Oh, yeah, that's actually really nice. Oh, my goodness. It was not warm this morning. And I actually had my window open earlier today. And then it was actually a bit chilly, so I ended up closing it. But now we're getting to a point where it is getting really warm in this room. I still don't have a thermostat, so I genuinely do not know what temperatures my room goes up to. But I wouldn't be surprised if, like, outside is 26 today with sunshine. I wouldn't be surprised if in my house, in this particular room, it's at least 28 right now. So this is actually kind of nice. Fun fact, your sound clip, if translated, basically reads, someday our frequencies will meet. Somehow the veil will lift. Wait, that's really cool. Considering that for us to watch a stream together, in a way, our frequencies are meeting. That is so true. Wait, that's actually really lovely. I hadn't thought about it that way. But that's really sweet. Also, Senator, thank you so much for the 215 stream streak. That is absolutely wild. Wild. Yeah, wait, it's even 28 degrees today. I thought it was 26. Yeah, so it's warm. Molly, thank you so much for the 10 stream streak as well. Thank you, thank you. Also, look at Suze. She's being such a cutie patootie. She loves the chair. Although I wouldn't understand why she voluntarily would be in this room because it's so warm here. A bad heat wave. Oh, really? Just a baby, exactly. I mean, there is a mini heat wave this week. As in today we have 29, tomorrow 33, Thursday 27, Friday 25. And it actually does stay up. It's like 24, 26, 28, 25, 24, 25. But like 24, 25 is not bad. then I'm like, that's all good. But like the 29, 33, 27 is, especially if it's multiple days in a row, I think that's the thing. Tomorrow and Thursday is going to be rough because it doesn't really cool down at night. Like tonight, like last night, it was still 15 degrees. So I just opened my window and a lot of fresh air would come in. But on Thursday, it's not going to be below 20. So if during the day you first have 33 and then the day after you have 27, and in between it doesn't cool down lower than 20, your house is just going to slowly boil. Triple digits. Excuse me. Outdoor temperatures in triple digits. I'm guessing you're talking Fahrenheit then? Because in Celsius, if you have triple digits, you'd be dead. Yes, okay. I was already shocked. I mean, I wonder what is... I think 33 is also triple digits. C2F33. Almost. Okay, not triple digits yet. But okay, triple digits then... Well, okay, hold on. If we do F2C... Oh, you already did it. Thank you, Felipe. So that is 37.8. Crazy. Oh, still horrid, for sure. Absolutely. I was just confused for a second. I was like, oh my God, imagine if that's Celsius, that would be like crazy. But yeah, no, that's still really rough. I mean, we had the 38 like 2-3 weeks ago. I was dying. 38's way too warm. Like, what do you mean? That is true, Thomas. Interesting. See, now I'm going to actually remember that. 29. Yeah, we also have 29 today. Which is warm, but like again, it's probably going to cool down. So then we should be fine, right? Or like tonight, I mean. No, actually tonight it's already not cooling down. Oh my goodness. The lowest it's going to go tonight is 19. And then tomorrow is going to be 33. That's going to be great. Tomorrow we have the row before coffee stream. I'm happy I'm doing a stream in the morning because I'm definitely going to get out of this room in the afternoon. I do have to do some work, but I think I'll just do like row before coffee stream, wrap up at 1, finalize some work, and then around 2, the sun actually turns on this room. I'm going to be out of here. I'm going to be out of here. It was on today's news that some places haven't had rain for 36 days. Yeah, part of that, and it's so stuffy. I can only imagine. We actually did have rain over the past weekend, but I was actually like surprised. I was like, oh my God, it's raining. It hasn't rained like properly. We've had like a little bit of drizzle, but like proper rain had been a long time, but 36 days is crazy. I work at the top of a mountain and it's minus 13. Holy shit. Okay, that's like the opposite. I didn't really do something with my hair. I don't know when you were last here, but technically tomorrow is hair wash day, so there's dry shampoo in it, and at this length, the dry shampoo is like working its magic. I don't know. Yesterday, then no. Well, dry shampoo. I guess that's your answer. It's like trying to push wash day further forward, and I don't know. The hair is herring. Top is so pretty. Thank you. I realized I hadn't worn this in a really long time, even though I love the color. Yeah, dry shampoo for the win. I know. Honestly, I do feel like with dry shampoo, also my hair like stays up even better and stuff like that. Like it just stays in shape better. But I'm not gonna put dry shampoo in my hair every single day because it does dry out my scalp a little bit. So it is like really useful to have it, but I don't want to use it too often. But I'm like really trying to get back to my hair wash schedule of only washing my hair twice a week, because with my colored hair, if I wash it more often, the color just becomes really dull really fast. So I don't know. It's just like two times a week with good color conditioner means that the color stays well for quite a while. But yeah, with like TwitchCon and traveling and a festival and stuff like that, it got to a point where I was washing it every other day again, and that's just you immediately see the color getting lighter. So, So I'm finally maybe get a use of dry shampoo. It is such a useful thing to have. Like honestly, it saves my ass so many times. Color's great. Also one of your favorite color for clothes. It is a really nice color. I do also have a sweater in this color, and I think that's the only two things. Maybe, no, I have one other top, I think. But that's it. Even though I love the color. Yes, exactly. It builds up as well, which just, I don't know. At one point, your hair doesn't feel greasy, but it still feels gross. So I also only use it to survive another day. So like, I'll probably wash my hair like tomorrow, somewhere in the afternoon, so that I can put a hair mask in. Like that's, I love to use because I only wash it twice a week. I try to wash it on Wednesdays and Sundays so that I actually have the time to like put in a hair mask and then like let it sit so it can take care of my hair as well. I don't know if it gets more wavy. I actually think it's almost like the opposite of wavy. Like the ends do this, but like this part is more straight. If like this part normally has more like frizzy volume, and when I put dry shampoo in, it almost becomes like more straight. Do you use clarifying shampoo from time to time? I recently heard about this and now I'm doing research. I have never heard of clarifying shampoo. What is it? Right? A good dry shampoo is genuinely golden. Yeah, sometimes every minute of extra sleep counts in the morning. Exactly. Yeah, it's just more hydrated, I think. Exactly. My hair is really similar. The more wavy, the shorter it is, the more wavy it gets. I used to have really straight hair when I kept it long. Actually, my hair is curlier if I have long hair. I actually have curly hair. I know that's hard to believe when you look at this. That's because I brush it. Once I wash my hair, I brush it when it's wet and I let it dry without actually taking care of my curls. Because there was a time where I did like curly girl method, but with this current length, it doesn't look as good. I tried it. It's not really a vibe. It's also not really cut as a curly girl hairstyle right now, but there was a while where I had like my long hair and I was actually caring for it as a curly girl. I had like pretty decent curls, but also like from here downwards. This part of my hair is just, it's never fully straight. It's never fully curly. It's just doing whatever the fuck it wants. And then at the bottom, it gets curly. So right now, if I were to do like curly girl, what basically happens is that this little bit of my hair will have like really weird mini curls and then this will just be frizzy. So I decided to just ignore the fact that it's curly. But if I have long hair, it's like properly curly actually. How to style my curls properly. And curly hair is so infuriating because it takes so much time. It's beautiful, but it takes so much time. Also, hi Jess, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, it's like finding the right products. And also, I think this is something I told my hairdresser this like many times. I hate the feeling of product in my hair. I feel like dry shampoo is a little bit of an exception because I don't feel it as much. But like anything like gel, mousse, like, I don't know, anything that I can feel sitting on my hair, hate it. Like it genuinely gives me the ick. So a lot of curly girl method things just don't work for me. So the one thing, the couple of things that I can do is I can use some leave-in conditioner because generally speaking, you don't feel it as much. I can use a microfiber cloth towel to like leave it, like to sort of scrunch it and help it dry. I can, if I want to, blow dry it with like one of those head pieces on the blow dryer to help with the curls. And that is about as far as this goes. Anything else, just not. I love the feeling of crunching out the gel cast. That is literally like, it would make me nauseous. It would make me nauseous. That feeling, oh, horrible. Also, hi, Abu. Hello. You got an indefinite contract. Let's freaking go. I'm so proud of you. I mean, we all knew it was going to happen, but now we know no. Solid is terrible. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the scratch the scalp. But also, like, if you have product that makes your hair solid, with like gel, for example, you can like crunch it out. So you can sort of use the gel and then crunch it so that it becomes less solid. But that like sort of, I don't know, that feeling of crunching it out. Oh, you hate blow drying your hair because it takes ages. Yes. No. So that's the thing. I also hate it. I don't generally do it. It takes ages. I usually get really painful hands and shoulders and arms from trying to blow dry my hair. So the only time I'll do it is if it's really cold outside and I have to go outside right after showering or like right after washing my hair. But then I'll blow dry it just to prevent, because if I put a hat on wet hair, no, not good. You did work freaking hard for it. It's actually insane. Your employer is going to pay for your NLP coaching course. So this time next year, you'll officially be certified. Let's freaking go. Holy shit. So much good news. I'm so proud of you. That is amazing. Also, you had a break. How was your break? How was your time off? Because you had time off, right? Or am I mistaken? It was amazing. Okay, you did have time off. I was like, I remember this, but then I started to doubt myself. 2.5 weeks gone. I hope you had the most lovely time. My ideal hairstyle is 30s, 40s wavy Hollywood hair. I would just love to always style it like that, but sleeping with rollers is painful. Yes. But I totally get you though. It is very beautiful. 1 week of camping. Love that. Love that. Did you have good weather for camping? I can't even remember what weather it was in the past 2.5 weeks, and also it depends obviously when exactly you went, but you finally made it to an evening stream of weeks of missing out. Hi, Nexus. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Also, Charlotte, I love your sound alert. I will never get over how much I love it. At one point, you laughed yourself to sleep, so it was freaking awesome. The weather was gold, and the vibes were immaculate. I love this for you. That, honestly, you deserve it so much. You have been so... I mean, anyone deserves a break at any point in time, but, like, you have been working crazy hard the past months, like the past year, so you deserved every single bit of that. Also, sort of kind of by accident bought a 3D printer. I mean, I was gonna ask how that happens, and then I briefly stopped myself to think about the fact that I went to buy a singular desk lamp at IKEA and I ended up purchasing stuff for 500 euros. So, yeah, I don't think I can judge. I definitely have been in that place where I've accidentally bought something. Also, Flex, thank you so much for the lurk. Thank you, thank you. You thought you were pre-ordering. Okay, so you did want to make the purchase. But then it wasn't a pre-order. Yeah, so you thought you were buying it instead of buying it. Exactly. We listen and we don't judge, or we silently judge. But in this case, I don't judge because honestly, a 3D printer is low-key really cool. I've actually thought about this because initially I thought I would not know how to design anything, you know, for 3D printing. I'd be like, I don't know how to do that. Then I was like, yeah, okay, but that would, one, be really cool to learn. And two, you can just download patterns. Like, people sell their shit for a 3D printer, and then you can, like, 3D print stuff on your own 3D print. I'm like, listen, I wouldn't be surprised if at some point down the line I buy one. Not right now, because I don't know. I haven't really looked into it. But it's like one of those things in the back of my head. I always go, yeah, I can see myself owning one day. Yeah, affectionately judging you, exactly. Why would you buy one? I have multiple friends with one, but like then I need to message said friend and be like, hi, can I use your 3D printer? Or can you, like, imagine if you can just print it yourself. Also, it's Cookies. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. It is nice to have you. So yeah, it's like, I don't know. I'm a gadget girly, okay? I was raised by my father, also my mom, but like in this case, very much by my dad. My dad is a gadgets guy. I'm a gadgets gal. You know, it was, yeah, it's, in this case, I think, is it like nature, nurture? I don't know. Maybe a little bit of both. But I like shiny things. I'm like a bird with shiny things, but like my shiny things are all gadgets. Yes, of course. Enjoy like, there's a lot of people who share them for free. So true. I was raised by my father. I mean, like, also my mom. That for a second, I realized the way I said it, it made it sound like I was raised just by my dad, like as if he was a single dad. No, my mom was there. My mom did her part. There's also very weird quirks that I got from my mom, for sure. But in this case, I don't think we can blame the love for gadgets on my mom. Um, she has an overly priced iPad because my dad wanted the fancy one, but my mom just plays games on it. Like I don't think she plays Candy Crush anymore, but like games like that. So honestly, I don't really think she is really the gadget type person. My dad definitely is. Yeah, I had parents, but in a very long way. I was raised by two people with distinct interests that transferred onto me. Exactly. You can also commission 3D modelers for custom stuff. Oh my God. See, I didn't need to know that. I did, but I didn't, you know? Like now I know this and it's dangerous. Also, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I don't know. It's just, it's like, it's an investment for sure, but it is a cool investment. Wait, you made a few things years ago, but 3D prints are either models, which I'm a huge fan of, or it's useful things you also need for other stuff, which I don't have. Yeah. I feel like that's the thing that is like one of my favorite things to watch on Instagram or TikTok or something is people with 3D printers that actually come up with their own designs for like useful things in their house. I don't know what it is, but like that scratches my brain in all the right places. When, like, for example, so Scott also has a friend with a 3D printer. Do you know when you have a, what is that called? Sorry, I need to look this up. Once I know, I'm going to be like, oh, that's what it's called. A funnel. I knew that. If you have like a funnel or like a little thing that you can use to dilute things, you know how annoying it is to store that shit? Like you can put it upside down, but then it takes up a lot of space. But you can't put it on the small part because it will fall over. So one of his friends literally just made a little stand that you can put it in. Like shit like that. I love organizing my home. If I had a 3D printer, I'd be unstoppable. It's like, imagine if I had a 3D printer and a label maker. Everyone would get like annoyed by me, but I would be having like the time of my life. I would immediately start building the Iron Man armor. I love that. Your mom got a new laptop so she could play Farmville. That is genuinely adorable. Your mom has a 3D printer and she uses it constantly. She loves making stuff for her grandkids. See? Your mom is cool. Can we browse printables on stream for 5 minutes so you can geek out about prints? Where would I do you mean on Instagram or TikTok? Oh, it's a website? Oh my God. Wait. Listen, I did not know this. Why did you tell me? See, listen. The first thing I see is like, yeah, that's a need. That's cute. Beautiful. Would love to have it. What? I don't even have a pool. But what do you mean a modular pool noodle construction kit? This is something I need. You know how many caps I have? I need this. Why did I never ever think to do this? Because you can actually, I mean, you can 3D print this, but you can also just order it somewhere. Like this exists, I think, even at IKEA. How have I never ever thought to organize my caps like this? That is freaking brilliant. Why did you have to tell me this? Listen, need. Just need, okay? Plant mama needs her plant gadgets. Like, so good. Okay, see, now I'm getting cold. So now I'm going to turn off my fan because I'm getting chilly. Or precision cutter. Okay, I mean, this is just a Stanley knife. You don't have to 3D print that, but a center finder. What website is this? It's called Printables. That's beautiful. Listen. I mean, very useful, but this is genuinely the most dad-coded printable I've ever seen. I mean, yeah, genius, actually, but also really funny. You'll reach a stage in life where you'll pin this. I'm afraid I might actually. Can openers, great for people that have fake nails sometimes, aka me. Shut the fuck up. I love propeller caps. Are you telling me that I can make a propeller cap out of any of my caps? Who even comes up with this shit? I mean, a birthday present for my dad, apart from the fact that my dad genuinely is afraid of a drill, so would never ever put his pencil like that because he doesn't do housework like that. So I just realized I didn't turn on my lights. This is amazing though. Do I need this? Absolutely not. You need to plant the idea into your parents' head to gift you a 3D printer. What is the price of a 3D printer? Like, genuine question, I do not even know. I have no clue. Some people are truly genius. Either 300 to 1,000. Actually, not as bad as I would have thought. This is so smart. I mean, would you buy a 3D printer for this specific thing? No, but if you have a 3D printer, is it very smart to print this? Absolutely yes. I love this though. The only downside of 3D printers is I feel like they're really chunky and big. As in, like, where would I even put it? Oh yeah, if I look at it, it's literally like 243 is one on sale, but then there's also one for like 1,900. But yeah, I don't think I have space. I don't think I have space. Also, the ads are running. I just realized, so I'm gonna start up my game. I am playing in offline mode, which is slightly annoying. That means that we can't access the gallery, by the way. See it this way. You'd be saving money in the long run because you don't have to buy stuff. You could just make it. Technically, that would be true. Yes. That is a good point. I'm not Tris. No. I was just I was entertaining the idea. Okay, Mayor, I don't know what Gen Con is, but are you going? Also, hi Marilyn, welcome in. It's good to see you. I like him big. I like him chunky. Wow, we haven't heard that in a long time, huh? Yeah, we're researching for science. I mean, truly though, I don't think I would be buying a 3D printer anytime soon. But like, again, I'm entertaining the idea of like what I would make with it if I had one. Oh, crap. Triz, why did you say that? The ice machine is making magic. Oh, enjoy it when it's done. 70,000 nurse in Indianapolis, Indiana, Merca, playing card games, board games, miniature games, role playing. That sounds cool, but are you going? Custom fan covers. I mean, to be fair, the ones that I have are 3D printed. Cat bookmark. I know. There's so many things you could do. As a new maker pack with 4 different wooden parquet floorings, 14 swatches. Gotta stay strong. Yeah, don't give your money to bad people, I guess is the bottom line of it. Listen, Tris, I think it's the Grim Reaper, but someone actually the other day said, "Isn't it the surreal?" And I'm gonna have to show you. Look, because Surreal has all the tea. Grim is a little dusty. I have to kind of clean Grim. But he's just chilling on my shelf there. Didn't find a hotel for a decent price, so your next nerd convention is beginning of September in Vegas. Nice, have fun. Right, little teacup. Cute, right? It's pink. Grim bath. A Grim get ready with me stream. Yeah, exactly. A Grim ready with me. Exactly. Okay, my game has in fact started up. So we can go here. I've got to make sure that you guys can actually see it as well. Would be nice. Yes, of course, Esther, of course. Okay, let's load into the game. Load into the Not So Berry Challenge for stream. I'm excited. I don't exactly remember where we left off when we played during my stream anniversary. Who lives here? Who is... Oh, that is not Hollow's son himself. I guess Hollow, I think you married someone or had a child. I don't know. It says Titan. Yeah, that is a good point. Good point. I was like, who is living here? It's a teenager, so I'm assuming it's your child. Also, I'm getting a bathroom toot on the side of the camera. Okay. Let's load into this household. Okay, we're going to have to see how long she's going to be a young adult for, because I'm actually really excited to eventually move out of this house, because it's a TLC apartment and it's driving me nuts. Also, dude, you have so much boogers in your eye again. Why do you have that as always? Don't you clean your own eyes? I guess not. You want to be on my lap? No? Yeah, you do. You miss playing The Sims? Are you no longer playing at all anymore? Okay, so very brief recap. This is our apartment that we live in with our orange gen Phoenix. I have to turn off body hair in this safe, I think, because I think with moving my save files, that is a setting that actually didn't come with. Hold on. Because I actually don't want it. Because I don't want to be bothered. I mean, not that you have to shave, but like, the thing is, I really wish that if you had like body hair on in the game, it wouldn't mean that every single sim would get hair everywhere. Like, it would make sense if you had like some leg hair, and like some sims would have more hair than others. But what happens if you have body hair on in the game is that just every single sim becomes really hairy. And like, yeah, that's also not realistic. You know? But now I have to figure out where it is. Is it just in gameplay? Where is it? It's not in Get Famous. Do you have to turn it off in cast? Is it not a general setting? I thought it was a general setting, but that would explain why I probably don't have it fixed. It's in cast. Yeah, but that, like, the per body sim bar, that's setting up the hair, right? Because I thought there was a universal setting where you could turn off hair growth. Like the same with if your sim has, is there toggle per body part as well? Per specific sim? Oh, I hate this game sometimes. Come on. It's too much work. Okay, anyways, we're going to disable it for her in a little bit. I was going to do a quick recap. So we have Phoenix, who is our main orange gen sim. Then we have Amy. Amy is her sister, and Amy is a painter. They live together in this particular apartment. Phoenix is actually a twin. She has a twin brother that she doesn't know about. I think that's one of the most important things to know about this particular playthrough, is that that is a very constant factor in her life that is making her feel very alone and empty. Because she feels like she's missing a part of herself, and she doesn't really know what it is. Eventually, she's going to meet her twin brother, and she's going to figure it out. Next to that, we live in this TLC apartment because that is something that we have to do as part of this playthrough. That also means that you might hear me rage a lot about power outages, mice, bugs, etc. because this is a nightmare apartment. I can't wait for us to move out. So one of the things that we're doing is that Amy is actually earning us a lot of money with painting, or trying to earn us a lot of money with painting, so that when we move out, we actually, like, both of them can go live in a different place, because I would feel really bad if we move out and then Amy just stays back in this, like, really horrendous apartment. Phoenix works as a criminal. She is like, by day she tries to pretend that she's selling baked goods, but in all actuality she is very much a criminal. For this specific generation of the Not So Berry, I'll just quickly do this so I can also open it myself because I always forget. For this specific generation of the Not So Berry, I'll just quickly check the goals. We have to master the baking and charisma skill. That's definitely something that we're just working on continuously. We have to master the criminal career and complete the public enemy aspiration. And for the career, we are currently level 7. So we are, like, making our way up into the career. So that's working quite well. And then in terms of the aspiration, we are currently in the last stage. We need to reach level 8 of the criminal career, which is, like I said, we're very close to that. And then we need to witness the death of a sim. And to witness the death of a sim, we actually have a storyline for it, because it's not just going to be any death. We have a neighbor who lives over here. His name is Dayton. Hello. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the raid. Hi. Guys, go drop your bomb on the follow button right now. Margie's, like, the coolest person ever. Legit though. Like, genuinely. You're so cool. The way me and a couple of my community members at the drag show at TwitchCon were, like, fangirling over your performance. How are you doing? How was your stream? How was Pair Lives today? I hope you had a lovely time playing. Thank you so much for coming over here. I appreciate that a ton. For anyone who's new here, welcome in. My name is Rosanna, or Ro. I use she, her pronouns, and on the channel, we do co-working, gaming, and a sprinkle of IRL streams. Today, we are playing The Sims. I haven't properly played The Sims in a good while, and we have quite a storyline. So, our current generation is the orange gen. This is a gen with a lot of lore and drama and backstory. But most important thing, it is a transgender sim. Her name is Phoenix. She is very much a mischievous sim who's trying to figure out who she is in life. Walmart! Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm new. Do you ever play The Sims? Actually, fun fact. Thank you so much for the 5-month resub. Please enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole month more. But our main sim, Phoenix, she's a twin. So she has a twin brother that she doesn't know about, which is one of the main, like, sort of building blocks of her character, is that she has been going through a lot in life to figure out who she is. First, it was very much in terms of, like, gender identity. But next to that, she's also still trying to find her place in the world. She doesn't really know where she belongs. And one of the reasons is that she doesn't know who her biological father is. And she also doesn't know that she has a twin brother. And that's, like, a void that she has been feeling, but she's trying to fill it with basically dopamine. She's eventually going to meet her biological father and find out that she has a twin brother. But until then, to fulfill the need for dopamine and adrenaline, she is basically a criminal who is trying to hide the fact that she's a criminal with pretending that she's selling baked goods. We're trying to puzzle all the weird elements of this generation together. I was just saying that one of the things she needs to do for her aspiration is that she needs to witness the death of a sim. And we're not just going to let her witness any death. She's going to woohoo her neighbor to death, who also is her, like, I don't know, her, like, enemy for life. She hates her neighbor. His name is Dayton, but he's really hot. So it's basically like an enemies to, not really lovers, but like an enemies to sort of spiciness. But he's going to be an elder, and then they're going to woohoo until he dies. AKA, lots of drama. So welcome in, I guess. Literally, my not so very challenged is unhinged in the best way possible. We definitely do some wacky shit, but I love it. I love the storytelling and the lore and the deep like drama and stuff. Also, thank you so much for that brand new sub with your Prime. I appreciate that a ton. Also, hold on, let me catch up on chat because I got a little carried away with telling that entire story. Paralives was very cute and stream was nice. I'm so happy to hear that. And I will take good care of your community, I promise. If you need to raid and run, raid and rest, please make sure to do so. We always say here, self-care is very sexy, so please make sure to practice it. But obviously you are very welcome, including everyone in your community, to hang out. But if anyone needs to step away from the screen, leave a little lurky, you know, do whatever. Because self-care is very sexy. The lore, the plot. I know. Trans person that has a twin she doesn't know. I'm hooked. Yeah, we have some things going on. I think today the goal, there's a couple of things I want to do. I want to reach the next level in the career because we're so close. Then I want to, hopefully our neighbor, like our enemy for life, Dayton, is actually going to age up into an elder sometime soon. Because currently, I'll show you guys. Okay, so this is Dayton. And Dayton currently is an adult, but to woohoo a sim to death, they have to be an elder. So we're kind of like waiting for him to age up. I don't exactly know how long it's going to take, but it seems like his spouse, yes, he's married and we're definitely going to steal him away, is already an elder. So I think he might be close to aging up. But if possible, I would like potentially to see if we can woohoo him to death this episode. But the main thing I want to do today is actually Phoenix is going to meet her biological father. Even though she doesn't know it's going to be her biological father, the game literally wrote this storyline for me. I'm still amazed sometimes at the Sims pop-ups filling in the blanks for the story for me, because I'd been trying to figure out how she was going to meet her biological father. Like, I knew that it had to happen at some point because that's her gateway to finding out that she has a twin brother. But I didn't know how that meeting was going to happen. And then the game quite literally gave me a pop-up, which was a phone call from her biological father asking her to help him launder money because she's in the criminal career. I was like, that's just too perfect. So they're going to meet up during today's stream because she's like going to give him advice and help him on like how to launder money, basically. He's like hiring her because she's a criminal. We're gonna have to figure out how they get to the conversation though, where she learns that he is actually her father. I don't know that part just yet. But that's kind of what I want to make sure to do today. But it is currently almost 5 a.m. in the morning. I don't know why both of my Sims are awake. Oh, that's it. I thought she was going to work, so I let her stay up. And then I realized she wasn't actually going to work because it is weekend. So she doesn't have any work, so she's working on the charisma skill. That's what I was doing. And Amy is just, like, basically printing paintings at this point. She's just continuously painting because we need the money. Oh, and we have a cat. I almost forgot. We have a cat who just went under the bed, I think, so I can't show you. But his name is Shadowban. Exactly. Even criminals have days off. They need to relax as well. um, also, you've actually never said a thing here, but I wanted to thank you for somehow for these cool Notion trackers. Aw, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm so happy that you found a use for the Notion trackers. It's always really cool to hear if people actually use them. And also, welcome in. I hope you're doing really well. It is so nice to have you today. Oh yeah, this is our cat. Our cat is immortal, so Shadowban has actually been with us for like 3 generations. Prior in the purple gen, Shadow was wearing like a purple dino suit, but obviously as we went into the orange gen, we had to make sure that our cat was looking the part of being a criminal helper. Like I said, we've had this cat. Ooh, oh sure, game. We've had this cat for quite a while. That's because this cat looks absolutely ridiculous. This cat did in fact die. We brought it back to life. Because I was too heartbroken when it died. So the partner of my gray generation went through all the trouble of like actually making ambrosia and bringing Shadowban back. Also, thank you so much for the self-care check. I love telling stories with the game. It's one of my favorite things to do. Is kind of like use The Sims as a gateway to storytelling. And then kind of use the unpredictability of the game sometimes to add it to the story and like do things that I might not have done beforehand. She is actually doing really well. She is doing really well. How is her charisma skill doing? Oh, level 5. Not bad, but also not as high yet. If we have to max it out. We can sell that. And how is the baking? I keep forgetting, like, because I keep not playing for long times. I forget. Oh, baking is almost level 8. So we're getting there. I guess you can actually do another painting. And once you're done with that painting, you can actually clean the litter box. Also, Amy actually does most of the things around the house. Oh, thank you, Hollow, for setting up the role. I totally forgot about that. But thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, we need to live in this apartment until we're an adult, so we still have to live here for a little while. And when Phoenix has children, she has to have twins. And she's only allowed to have those twins and no more kids. We can cheat for that. What I like about that is because she's a twin, it actually makes sense that she would also get twins. Like, genetically speaking, that makes a lot of sense. Also, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. And also, she has to insist on being evil and, like, claim to be a criminal mastermind, but no one really believes her. I think that's like, we're going to have to work that into storytelling. Like, I don't think there's any interaction in The Sims specifically that you can do for that, but let's actually make sure that we take care of her needs. And then she's a little hungry. How about we actually bake something that we can then eat? I always forget. Cook a meal. Bake. Let's see. We can make bread pudding. Oh, I have not made bread pudding in such a long time. Oh my god, I'm gonna make that this week. I don't know when yet, but that is legit. Like, I used to make that all the time. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I absolutely love bread. It's like one of those recipes that I, as a kid, never had it. Never knew it was a thing. And then I think I was like at a friend's house or something and they made it. And I became obsessed with it for a while. Would make it at any chance I had. I made like a big bread pudding. That was like when like early on when I started dating Scott. So it must have been like 7 years ago. And at one point I just kind of stopped and I genuinely hadn't thought about it until just now. And now I'm like, I want to have it now. I want to have bread pudding. Oh. I'm legit getting, like, my stomach is going like, rah, because I'm thinking about it. It is so good. Have you guys ever had it? You guys know what it is? Okay, let's hope she actually gets to the next level of the baking skill. No clue. Okay, hold on. She made another painting that we can sell. Oh, only for 200? That's nothing. I'm curious now. Bread pudding. Okay, yeah. Okay, so you don't know what it is. Okay, So let me tell you. So in this case, I don't know why it's... I mean, I guess you can make it in like a small tin as well. But basically, just like if you make French toast, yeah, it is a dessert made from old bread. Exactly. So if you have bread that has already gone a little dry, and it's like you want to still use it, it's not like moldy or bad or anything, but like just not as fresh anymore. What you basically do is you get a bowl or a baking tin or like one of those oven dishes. Like it doesn't really matter, as long as it can go onto like higher heat. And then what you do is you basically get it depends on how you want to make it, but my preferred way of making it is getting half milk, half custard. Yeah, there was a fire in the kitchen, but they can't clean it. It's really annoying. Like they keep saying that there's something in front of it, and I'm too lazy to fix it. But you can basically just add, I guess, anything. Like it's basically a pancake batter, but then with bread in it. And I like to put custard in it as well. And then I also like to put apple, raisins, and cinnamon into it. So you just get old bread that you put in this like baking dish or tray or whatever. You basically just stack it. Then you put milk, custard, and everything on top of it. In my case, I like to do the apple and stuff in between it. You can also tear the bread apart and kind of just, instead of layering it, you can just put it in the bowl. And then you have to bake it. And then you either eat it warm or you let it cool down. If you eat it warm, I can recommend eating it with some ice cream. But just like French toast, it just becomes this really comforting sort of cake thing. Like obviously with French toast, it looks still like it's still more like bread, but I don't know if you've ever had like those thick French toast slices. Imagine that, but then like even more cake-ish. I think that's the best way I can describe it. There's many different recipes, but I like to make the one where it has the custard because that, I don't know, becomes like even more pastry-like. And then I love to add the apple and the cinnamon because then it almost becomes like an apple pie, like an apple cake. I don't know. It's just really delicious. And if you want, you can make it with different types of bread, different types of milk, to kind of play around with the flavors and stuff. Okay, you can actually get some leftovers. You can actually eat the bread pudding. How about that? I can actually try to still... Yeah, so okay, I can try to clean floor. Let's see it. If she's gonna do it after. I've never seen bread pudding that wasn't from the largest baking sheet possible. Wait, what? The largest baking sheet possible? Okay, you're just gonna do another painting, I guess. Because we need money. Oh, she is actually... Okay, I wonder if it's gonna get clean, though, because I feel like I've done this before, and then it doesn't... Just a massive quantity of bread pudding never... Yeah, so if I make it, it generally also is actually quite a large batch. Like, it's way too much for one or two people. Banana bread. I personally don't like banana bread, but that's just because I don't like sweet banana. Cooked banana, baked banana. Like, it's not my... I eat green bananas. I know I'm weird. So I'm always a little, like, weirdly disappointed that I don't like it. Because it looks really good. So weird. Same. Oh no, I'm so sorry that you have such a bad headache. I hope you feel so much better. It is clean, actually, yeah. I'm surprised because I tried that a couple of times before, but it never worked. But, you know, sometimes the game is the game and it's bugged out and then it works again. But the stain is gone, so slay. It's actually been there for the longest time. That is true. That is true. It is great for bananas that are like turning a little bit darker. Like are getting spots or fully turning black. It is actually really nice to use them for that. That is very true. Maybe with the last update, yeah. Or with the one before that, or with the one before that. I mean, to be fair, the last update from like last week, I don't have it yet. Now you missed the stain. It was adding to the vibe of this being a TLC apartment, I guess. Wait, their dad is calling. Sure. You can call with your dad. That's actually kind of cute. That is kind of cute. Okay, she made a carrot cake. We can put that in the fridge. She's going to call with her dad, and then I think she's going to go to sleep. It is just her sleep schedule is so fucked up because she works at night. But at this point, Amy's sleep schedule is also kind of fucked up because Phoenix works at night. So, yeah. Plum Bobby has spread some juicy gossip about Clappy. Dude, that's your child. That is your own child. How dare... That's rude. That is so mean. Oh, she finished a masterpiece? Awesome. Because we can sell that for a lot of money. I love it. Yes, we want to sell the masterpiece to the gallery. And then you're going to do a confident painting. Let's go. Also, sorry. The song that's currently playing, I cannot do. It's almost done, but the moment I, like, register the song playing, I'm like, no, we have to turn this off. It's actually horrible. It's too repetitive, that song. And that's coming from someone who likes minimal music, but I don't like the beats. Okay, let's see if she's gonna paint another masterpiece. I don't think so, but... I also feel like maybe we need to give Amy a little bit more of a life. Because right now, Amy is very much like she's painting every single day. And she never goes outside. She never meets anyone. But you know what I find hard? And I've said this about The Sims many a times. Do you guys remember the Explore mod? For anyone who's ever played modded Sims, you might have heard of this mod. I love that mod because you could send one Sim to go do something outside of the house while not going with them. Like, I would love to be... like, click on this girl and be like, hi, go to the gym. And then she just goes to the gym while I continue playing with Phoenix. Like, I don't want to play with her going to the gym, but I also don't want her to not have a life. Because right now she doesn't have a life, but I don't really want to, you know, play out her life. So then I'm like, okay, go jogging, for example. She's like, okay, I'm gonna, I don't know. Hold on. I need to do the jogging thing. She can do, like, go jogging. And then she can go do that on her own. But I'm like, I wish she could just go to the gym. And what I end up doing is adding everything that I want my Sims to do in their own house. So they never leave the house again. Because I just don't want to travel with the entire family. Does that make sense? Do you guys understand my struggle? Or am I very alone in this struggle? I mean, maybe I am. Maybe no one cares about this. And I'm like the only one who's annoyed. By the fact that you can't just send Sims to go do something. Which is funny because a lot of people, I feel like, want less rabbit hole events. And I'm like, no, give me more rabbit hole things to do. I don't miss it, but I would love to have it. You're definitely not alone in that. And it was such a great mod. I know, I miss the Explore mod so much. With you, okay, I'm happy to hear that some of you guys also resonate with this. I like the rabbit hole. I never played The Sims 3 enough to actually ever get to the rabbit holes, I guess. I mostly played The Sims 3 when I was younger, and it resulted in me not really understanding how the game worked. So I was a kid trying to play the game and then getting frustrated because I didn't understand it. Like, even if I have a household, I don't want to be immediately involved in Exactly. Like, you don't want to continuously play with every single Sim. A Deep Indigo has a mod called Family and Friends Activities, and it comes with those rabbit... Really? Wait a second. Because, honestly, I did not know about that mod. Is it updated for the most recent version? Family and youth activities like a toddler play date. You can go to the arcade, youth activities for like music lessons, family activities. Yo, that's great. I want this mod. Mod requirements, the core library, and general pie menus. Okay. Do I have... I think I have core library mod already for lot 51. No, not mod rent. I'm just going to quickly check. Um, can I see when it was last updated? I don't think I can see it on this page. So the thing is, I'm not on this update, but if they're all cleared on for this current update, then they should be fine for the one. Like, I haven't updated my game. I know that last week there was a big update with the save file, but then there were issues with the save files, and I just didn't update my game. And then I wanted to record a video today, and then I wanted to record, like, stream tonight, and then I was like, you know what? I'll update it somewhere later this week. But if they're cleared, then we should be good for now. So I might just get it. Then we're just gonna have to do a really quick restart of the game. But honestly, the fact that I can just let my it's called social activities. I mean, to be fair, I think with this one we can get quite far, but if I ever need anything additional, it might be nice to know that Lil Miss Sam has one as well. For some reason I was just so attached to the idea of the explore mod that I literally never thought to just look for something similar. Okay, Sims 4 mods, let me double check. Yeah, so I have lot 51 already. And then I need... The general pie menus are included as part of shared utilities. Okay. So I need that one. Okay, so then we're just quickly going to save, exit the game, add it. The University Pack has the take a class option, so Sims can go up skills without you having to go with them. Listen, I love that. That's 10 out of 10. I'll just do save and exit. Also, they were like, yeah, there's a bug where sometimes your save files get overwritten if you like save and exit without doing exactly these steps. And I was like, no, I don't want to stress about saving my game. They add an autosave option to the game to then make me more stressed about saving the game. I was like, Sims, this is not a vibe. This is not it. Okay. I just downloaded both those mods. Just gonna have to extract both of them. Also highlight. Hello? Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Let's move them into my mods folder. Okay, they're added. Let me double check. Yeah, this is not in a second folder. This is not in a second folder. Yeah, okay, so we're good. I think we should be good to restart again. My autosave is definitely not working. I tried it and the furniture would disappear after it saved, so turned that off right away. Yeah. I mean, are we surprised? Yeah, I know. Isn't she cute? She's sleeping. She loves this chair. What mods are you downloading? I am currently downloading the family and friends activities from A Deep Indigo so that I can actually send my sim to go do stuff on her own. It would have been great if it worked. I know, but I mean, a feature like autosave is such a massive feature that at this point, I'm not even surprised it introduced game-breaking bugs. I'm just sad. That there's like no update that could have been a quality of life feature that actually works. Like at this point, I'm just, I don't know. Like I still love playing The Sims, don't get me wrong. I'm not like playing it against my will, but it is becoming one of those games that is getting increasingly tiresome to deal with. Like there is literally no other game I play that has so many issues, that has so many quirks and workarounds, that needs so many mods to simply function. And I remember not even realizing how bad it was when I only played The Sims. And then I started playing more other games, and now I'm like actively playing a lot of other games, and I'm like, yeah, nothing is as bad. So I don't know. While I was in my Sims bubble, it wasn't as annoying, but yeah. Now I'm definitely at the point where I think I'm realizing how bad it is. And that's just sad. Like, it just makes me sad at this point. Um exactly, yeah. Playing is really stressful. So yeah, I don't know. I still love playing it. Like I said, there's like something about this game that does intrigue me a lot. Like it allows me, it's like a platform that I can use to do really cool storytelling, and I love to build in this game. And I've been having like a lot of fun with my Pack Legacy challenge over on YouTube as well. I'm definitely doing things that I've never done before. I'm realizing there's things in this game that are beautiful. Like in my most recent Pack Legacy episode, that this is a teeny tiny spoiler, although not really, because anyone who's been watching it will already know that the next destination on my Sims World Travels is the Jungle Adventure World. But I had never properly seen the Jungle Adventure World. Like I've been there a couple of times, but like very minimally. And then this time around, I actually traveled there, and I realized how beautiful that world is. And I feel like stuff like that, this game is also still positive, like full of positive surprises still. So it's not all bad. It's just there's a lot more bad than good lately, and that is sometimes just saddening. I prefer the notifications to say from Wicked Whims. Is very util, and we don't need to have the 8. Oh yeah. It for Wicked Whims, isn't there like Wonderful Whims? Doesn't that come with the autosave reminder as well? Because I know a lot of people actually started using Wicked Whims and then realized that there's a lot of things in Wicked Whims that they like, but they don't like the very explicit stuff. So then the creator of Wicked Whims, I think it's made by the same creator, also made Wonderful Whims, which is basically a like safe for work version. Now time to try and get a life and do something without me for one's mod. Exactly. Oh. Girly Pop, what are you doing? Where is she? It says she is sleeping. Oh my God. I sent her to go jogging when she was apparently really tired, and now she just decided to sleep outside. Girl, you live here. Go to your own bed. Same creator. Okay. I thought so, but I wasn't 100% sure. Let's repair this. Also, I thought you got some food, but apparently not. And I thought you were gonna clean out the spoiled food. Is this... Oh, the banana bread is just poor quality. Okay, we're not gonna eat that then. Because, yeah, you're gonna complain about the poor quality if I let you eat that. Okay, she's very tired. Go to sleep. Once you're done sleeping, I'm gonna send you to go do something on your own. But I guess the thing that you're gonna do on your own right now is have a nice nap. Yeah, my Sim sleeping schedule is really fucked. Who's calling? I'm calling you that... Okay, someone has passed away. Ooh! Phoenix's investment account balance is, there was a net change of 21. Okay, so 1,300... No, 1,137. I forgot that we had an investment account. I always forget that that's a thing that you can do in The Sims, and just like always, I had forgotten that you can do that in The Sims, and I actually did it with Phoenix. And now we have an investment account. I know you just got done ranting and raving about Sims 4 bugs, but somehow it makes you want to play right now. Listen, you resonate with the feeling. You recognize it, and you're like, oh, damn, I missed that. You know what? Maybe we can try the mod with her. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Where is the mod? Hold on. This probably like we probably should go through phone and travel. Okay, it's not. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm gonna have to see where I actually do this. They're available both on the phone under the Pie menu or on the computer. Oh, they're available on the phone under My Pie menu. There we go. my pie menu, Deep Indigo means their pie menu that they built into the phone. I was like, my pie, since when do we have a pie menu in the phone? But there we go. Family activities. Send up to 8 household members. Okay, but I can just select only Phoenix. And then we can go adventuring. We can go to the aquarium. Seasonal activities are only available in the appropriate season. Okay, we can't go to the beach right now. Bowling, camping, carnival, cemetery, church services, clinic, community garden, egg hunt, haunted house, health center, movies, museum, orchard. This is great. Parenting class, pet training class, playground, pumpkin patch, racetrack, restaurant, shopping, skating rink, sports game, theater, toy store, trick or treat, water park, Winterfest market, or a zoo. You know what? It is Friday, end of the day. Maybe Phoenix is going to go do some shopping. Oh my God. So many people were just adopted. And also, that's the Wonderful Whims mod. No, that's not the Wonderful Whims mod. This is the Family and Friends Activities by a Deep Indigo. Wonderful Whims is, I don't have Wonderful Whims in my game. But also a great mod, nonetheless, but like I don't have it in my game, so I couldn't show you what it is. Also, Helene, welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. Okay, so I did the thing. I selected the thing. Help. Oh my God. I accidentally clicked off the thing. I said go shopping, right? Then why does it not work? Is it just that particular activity? Can you go bowling? Oh. Okay, so for some, maybe it's because I do have retail lots in not in this world, but in my save file. But that's fine. She can go bowling. She's gonna do something fun. She's meeting up with friends. I mean, I downloaded this mod to do this for Amy, but I guess we're now just using it for Phoenix. Phoenix gets to go out of the house as well, you know? Oh, Pandora is going to the Spice Festival. That's fun. We could have joined, but to be honest, Amy really needs sleep. Before she goes to sleep on a city bench again. I know, right? So the thing is, like, I do wow, speaking Ro, I do like to leave my home lot, but just with the sim that I'm playing with. So my main sim right now, Phoenix, like if I go do something with her, I would travel away. But with my secondary sim, which is her sister, Amy, like if I want Amy to go to the gym, I don't want to go with her. I just want to send her to the gym and then continue playing with Phoenix. So it's really nice that you can then send a sim. They are actually doing something. They have like a life instead of just being stuck at home, without you needing to play through everything. I find that very convenient. Okay, I think I'm going to wake her up, though, because I don't want her to sleep and then have another all-nighter. So I think right now she's just going to get some food. You know what? Instead of getting the bread pudding, maybe you should actually go make food. Because we don't have a proper meal. We just have baked goods. So maybe you can actually go make some food for all of us. And Phoenix just came home. Acquired the bowling skill as well. Slay, let's go. Phoenix is feeling pretty good. So the thing is, I think on Saturday, Phoenix is going to meet up with her dad. So right now, we're going to work on our speech. So we can work more on the charisma. I forgot there's a bowling skill, yeah. I mean, to be fair, practicing the bowling skill in The Sims is not easy. Because when you go to, like, a bowling lane and you select that your sim needs to do bowling, they will, like, throw one ball and then they start yapping to other sims and then they just forget that they're bowling. And I've had it where my sim was at a bowling alley for, like, 6 or 7 hours and literally still had not finished a bowling game. Even though I kept actively clicking away, the conversation that she was having with other Sims because they just keep being distracted. It's like whenever Sims go bowling, all of the sudden, every single one of them has like raging ADHD. They just cannot seem to focus on it. Yeah, bowling is a full-time job for the Sims, honestly. At this point, it might as well be. Okay, she's just gonna have some food, and I think after she's gonna do another painting. Also, did we get any good trades for Phoenix? I always forget where those are. Wait, is that new? Or is this part of the mod that you can enter create a sim with the button over here? Interesting. I think that might be from the mod that I have. We actually have more reward points. I cheat all the skills all the time. Nobody got time for that. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's see. Traits. Because, okay, she does have the night owl trait, which is great. I feel like the incredibly friendly would be very useful in terms of us telling the story about Phoenix being like claiming that she's evil, but because she's incredibly friendly, everyone's gonna like her immediately. So I might go for that like at one point. I think I don't have enough points to go for the savant one or the savant. I never know how to say it. That is a very useful though. It might just be a while before we get it. So instead, I might actually get the incredibly friendly for now. Because I think that's going to be great for storytelling. And then I will eventually get the savant one as well. Because that will make grinding the baking and charisma skill a lot easier. Because those are two things that both of those skills, the higher you get, the longer it takes. Also, hi Mandy, welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing so well. But yeah, in the meantime, we are gonna let her do her thing. Just building some skill, and Amy is just painting again. Okay, so to not make a mistake, it is currently Friday. She has the day off, and then she has Saturday off as well. Okay. The thing is, she works at night, so technically tomorrow, if we stay awake, she does have work tomorrow. Because her work starts at like 1 a.m. in the morning. So she works on Sunday, but that's the Sunday 1 a.m. starts like right after the Saturday finishes. That sounds really obvious, but like at the end of the Saturday, we have to work, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Wow, that was not a great explanation, but I hope you understand what I mean. She's making good progress, though. But she's also very tired. Maybe she can go to sleep right now. And I think she's going to sell this painting and then take a shower and go to sleep. And then tomorrow, Phoenix is going to meet her dad. Somewhere like, probably like maybe in the morning, maybe they're meeting for coffee or something. We're going to have to pick a good place for them to meet. Which has to be like an anonymous place, right? Like one of those places that they sort of blend in. Also, she painted yet another masterpiece, which is great. That means that since the start of stream, we have earned I don't know, like 7K or something. Which is a good start. Because like I said, we're going to have to do 2 houses. Although I think Phoenix is going to marry someone. So maybe they also bring in some money. But with Sims, you never know. Sometimes you marry into a very broke household. So it's best not to rely on marrying rich. Just like IRL, I guess. It's best not to rely on marrying rich. Okay. Everyone's asleep. Thank you for the uptime reminder. Thank you. Thank you. We do have ads coming in about 5 minutes. So then I'm going to take a quick 5-minute midstream break in which I think I might see if we have a little snack. Because I'm not really hungry, but I'm like snackish. And then we'll continue gameplay. So I think that means that we're going to... No, the Pack Legacy does not live in the same save file. That would be virtually impossible. Considering that then your Sims would continue their lives. And that means that they would, like, age up, do things. Or I would have to fully disable autonomy, which I also don't like. Because then there's no chaos in your save file. So they live in 2 different save files. I have done a full crossover between the 2. Where I basically added Plum Bobby's... wow, no, sorry. Amy and Phoenix's father, Plum Bobby... to the Pack Legacy, and the other way around, I added Yule to the Not So Berry. So one of my Pack Legacy Sims, Yule, one of the heirs, does actually live in this particular save file. I actually don't know if they know him. I think he might have also passed away. Yeah, I don't think Amy or Phoenix knows him. Also, she technically knows Gil already, but we're going to pretend that she doesn't. That's her twin brother. Also, her twin brother is a teenager. We have to fix that before we meet him. I guess he didn't get... Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. She hates Yule? Yeah, so I did do a crossover. They just don't live in the same save file. I basically just added the Sims to each save file. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I added it to the save file. So technically also in the Pack Legacy, Yule has already passed a long time ago. So at this point, the Pack Legacy is further ahead into the future. And also those Sims then, like the moment I added them to each other, they no longer synced up. So Yule progressed differently in this save file than he did in the Pack Legacy. But yeah, there was a moment where I did a proper like crossover between the 2 storylines, and we pretended that Yule and Plum Bobby became best friends. Honestly, my Sims family is rich, the rich household. Gen 10, the blue gen, is about to turn into a teen. And besides all generations making good money, my Sims won the lottery twice. Oh my goodness. That is crazy lucky. I think in my Pack Legacy, they won the lottery once. I think that's also the only time I've ever won the lottery. But upon moving out, I actually didn't give my Sim the money. They didn't inherit it. So it stayed with the sister, who is now running the bakery. And like basically she owns the money in the house. So my main Sim now doesn't own like that. She doesn't have, or sorry. He and then his daughter don't have as much money. Although they still got rich again because in the Pack Legacy, my main Sim is famous, making music. So he earned a lot of money with that. Is there any way, with or without mods, for Sims to start hating each other autonomously? I feel like that never happens to me. I actually don't know. I think The Sims has it disabled that your Sims can autonomously have negative interactions with each other, simply because otherwise that would probably be game breaking. That's my assumption. Only won the lottery once in The Sims and 0 times IRL. Same. How rude, actually. Why have I never won the lottery? IRL. I mean, true, a win is a win. £5 is still a win. You never played The Sims? Do you watch The Sims though? It would add some cool drama. That is very true. I do agree with that. I guess maybe if Sims already have like a little bit of negative relationship, it can get worse autonomously, but I'm not entirely sure. So rude. Also never bought a lottery ticket. True. Actually, I don't think I've ever bought a lottery ticket IRL. But I'd still like to win. Yeah, Charlotte, you are literally taking the words out of my mouth. I'm not going to buy a ticket, but I still like to win. They do have that here, which is called the postal code lottery. And basically, they have a big lottery that the winners are based on which area you live in. And it can happen that your postal code actually wins. But if you then have not bought a ticket, you don't actually get anything. So technically, I could win the lottery without having a ticket. It is a possibility. Okay, so I think Amy's gonna do this painting and then go to the gym. It is still very early, so I don't think we can actually meet up with her dad yet, but I think she's gonna prep. Again, we don't know that it's her dad. So we're gonna go meet him for coffee under the premise of the fact that she's gonna help him launder money. And then now that the ad break is almost starting, I would love for you guys to help me think of reasons that she's gonna figure out it's her dad or that they find it out together. I would love to know if you have any ideas on that. So sit with that on the break. I'm gonna quickly take a 5-minute break and I'll talk to you guys in 5 minutes, okay? Hello. Oh, I ran. So sad. We didn't have any snacks or anything. Hi, Timbo. Welcome in. So I ended up getting gum because I'm still feeling snackish. It's like, fine, I'll have gum. But obviously, that's not really the same as a good snack. I was hoping Scott had bought jelly beans. Hi, you. Hello, hello. Long time no see. You ran this morning. Tom made you. Got to the gym at 7 a.m. I don't understand how people do that. I could never. 7 a.m. is way too early. So long. I know, right? Forever. Absolutely forever. Okay. I think we can sell that one. And then we are gonna send her to do something. She's gonna go hiking. I think that's cute. I don't think she's like a gym person, but I think Amy is someone who likes to hike because she loves to paint, right? So it would make sense that she goes out to actually find inspirations for her paintings. Okay, then you can quickly clean the litter box. Nah. I keep forgetting that we also probably should pet Shadow. But luckily my Sims don't forget. It's also Pride Day. Which I feel like maybe we should do something for. Maybe Phoenix and Amy can go out for drinks now. Well, they can't really go out, I guess. Because she has to work tonight. But maybe they can go for like a drink in the afternoon or something. Right now it is still a little early to go and meet with her dad. Joseph. His name is Joseph, right? I think. I actually don't even know. Do they even know each other? They should, because I think they had a call. They actually do not know each other. That's inconvenient. How am I going to schedule something between two Sims who don't know each other? I guess we might just have to go to his house then. Wait. If Joseph has more children, we actually have half brothers and sisters as well. Or no, two half brothers, I think. Yeah, Matthew and Sam. I guess Joseph actually ended up marrying someone else. It's not really a blind date. I mean, she's meeting with her biological father, even though she doesn't know it's her biological father. But I guess we now have half siblings as well. My goodness. The chaos. Also, when I was updating the family tree, I noticed that Clappy actually adopted a child. And the child is named Barry. Barry is now also added to the family tree on the Sims tree. It feels so random. But there's no parent, so I'm assuming it's an adopted child. But I think that's kind of funny. It makes sense that Clappy was like, you know, later in his life, he was like, yeah, actually, I want to be a parent. But I guess we're just gonna have to stop by Joseph's house and then introduce ourselves. Maybe that's what they agree to. He was like, pick me up at like this apartment building or something. Ooh, let's go, Timbo. You're getting so close. Also, is Dayton already an elder? Important question. Guys, Dayton is an elder. You know what that means, right? Also, hi, Costide. Welcome in. It's good to see you. It's happening. I mean, do we just woohoo someone to death before breakfast? Well, not really before breakfast, obviously, but I feel like we might need some time to actually persuade him to woohoo with us. Ask to chat with Dayton. I guess we're gonna try. I mean, the thing is, Dayton and I are enemies, so it might take a while before the game is gonna allow us to actually let them woohoo. We're gonna... I mean... her way of celebrating Pride is apparently woohooing the neighbor. Also, I don't think Phoenix has ever had woohoo. This is slightly concerning, guys. Come on. Is it gonna work? He's like, no, ew. This is gonna get tense and really awkward, but we're gonna try anyways. Uh-oh. They're gonna get negative romance. Yeah, so this might actually take a while. Because they're now both embarrassed. Are we just going to woohoo someone to death before breakfast? Yeah, but I guess the answer is no. That is true. She starts with someone with experience. We're definitely not close enough for me to share my preferences with you. Okay. Well, listen. If I have to, I will cheat the fact that you guys have a romantic relationship. Because, listen, this is very much a love-hate relationship. This is very much a... you know, the sexual tension is there, but they hate each other. And I will cheat that if I have to. Don't know who that is, but because the thing is, the game's not gonna let me flirt, I think. Oh, we can do smooth recovery. Hold on. Oh, I was too late. He's walking away. Don't walk away. Don't walk away. Don't walk away. No, 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 no. Oh, he's just gonna talk to himself in the mirror. Naturally. That makes total sense. I mean, exactly. Sometimes you gotta cheat to get the lore right. Okay, so we cheat. Okay, maybe not 100. Maybe we get... maybe not 100. Maybe 1,800. Not 800, bro. 80. Jesus Christ. Can't type. Okay. Let's see if he's going to accept it. Because the thing is, they now have romance, but that doesn't necessarily mean that immediately they can have, like, actual intimacy. See, he doesn't want it. He's too faithful to his wife. But don't worry. Don't worry. We can do this. 1,800%. 1,800% relationship. Exactly. Do multiple smooth recoveries. Come on. You got this. Sweet talk. First kiss. First kiss. It said first kiss. Come on, come on, come on. She's unflirty. No. Hell no. She's just... oh my god! Dude, I'm trying really hard to get you guys to be enemies to lovers. You gotta stop shoving me away. Exchange numbers. The dude literally put his hand in our face. He's like, ew, no. First kiss? Come on, come on. You cannot say no again. Maybe he's married. I mean, he can still be gay, true, but he's married to a woman. Also, why was that blocked? Automod, come on. Finally. Okay. It's happening. It's happening. It took a while. Sorry, I gotta take a screenshot for the photo books. Very important. Yeah, stop having free will and do what I say. Exactly. Phoenix and Dayton as being unpredictable. Oh, hell yeah. That is literally potentially the best. They like hate each other, but love each other. Not love each other, but like their steaminess. Kiss again. Woohoo in the shower. Come on. You're not even going to go to the bed. You're going to woohoo in the shower. I mean, he gave in. He tried to say no multiple times. Okay, they're going to woohoo. Exactly. Enemies to hook up. Not enemies to lovers. Enemies to hook up. Exactly. Does he really have to die? Yes. For them, there's a good reason. Dayton Marshall has created a new secret with Phoenix Swenson. It looks like Dayton is involved in an affair. Break out the candles, make it romantic. Phoenix is about to woohoo for the first time. This is so unhinged. The reason that we have to woohoo him to death is because she has to witness a death for the aspiration that we're doing. So we figured that this is the death that she's going to witness. It's not necessarily on purpose, okay? She is just enthusiastic about, you know, woohooing. She's like, oh my God, I missed out in life. Hell yeah. I want more of this. And Dayton is like, oh my God, I hate this person. And that's what's making it exciting. And then they just woohoo again and then he dies. She might get a wrong impression. Nah, she can heal that. That's fine. I mean, she's just going through things. She's learning. She's just not necessarily learning in the most straightforward way, but in the meantime, Amy's just gonna casually go grab some food. You know she can be disappointed. Okay, but she could also not be disappointed, right? Like, maybe he genuinely actually is good in bed. And maybe she actually isn't necessarily trying to kill him. It is an accident. It fits her personality, though. Yeah, I know. Shower woohoo in an open shower looks really weird. Okay, but the thing is now we have to immediately woohoo again because otherwise there's a chance, like, he doesn't die. Let's just do woohoo. Let's see if he maybe dies. Good in bed and in the shower. Exactly. I really hope he's gonna die. That sounds so mean, but like, I don't think I've ever... I think I've maybe once had a woohoo that resulted in death. Oh my God, his outfit. Did we give... Oh, we gave him this outfit. I was like, no way the game generated this. And then I was like, oh yeah, we gave him a makeover in Cass. Also, it says, break out the candles, make it romantic. Phoenix is about to woohoo for the first time. That's not true. Pandora, bestie. This is the worst time to call. So we're not gonna answer. Imagine being like in the middle of a woohoo with your like arch enemy and being like, hi sister. Yes, tell me. Timing, girl. I know. Okay. Are you gonna die? He's not dead yet. We gotta woohoo again. This is so bad. But like, I'm also having fun. He's dying! He's dying! Yes! Sorry. Girl, wake up. Wake up. Go here. You gotta witness this. Go watch. Go watch. Watch him die. Because otherwise we don't fulfill your aspiration. No, don't go talk to Amy. Oh my God. Please tell me that you're witnessing this. Oh my God. Yeah, she's witnessing it. Thank God. Did she just laugh? Sadistic glee. She took it to the next level. yet again, I tell you, this game sometimes takes it to the next level. She is truly unhinged. She just literally had sadistic glee over killing Dayton through woohoo. Absolutely crazy. Also, Grim is like, let me inspect the crime scene. So this is where you woohooed first, and then you went there. Okay, I see. He is her enemy. That is very true. That is very true. Hi, Phoenix. I thought you want to know that your enemy, Dayton Marshall, passed away. Oh, really? No way. I had no clue. Like, no one's crying. Amy is like, for fuck's sake, finally. Now they're gonna stop fighting. Both of them are just like, oh my god, Grim. Hi. She just completed her Pride Spirit, like her Pride Day celebration, the party spirit, by talking to Grim. Girl, I mean, you might as well then just introduce yourself to Grim as well. Grim is an ally, for sure. Grim is celebrating Pride. That Phoenix likes spirited Sims. Yeah, sure. Sure. Oh my god, everything keeps breaking in this house. Okay, you know what? Now that we've done this adventure and we've ticked off a goal, I think it's time for her to go have coffee with her dad. Hey, I know that we just befriended each other, but walking with me to the bathroom, Grim, listen. I didn't expect us to get close so fast. But hey, it's fine. I appreciate you too. Oh, Grim is going. Okay, sure. What's wrong with Shadow? Grim doesn't judge. No, Grim just listens. Doesn't judge. What is up with you? Shadow looks afraid of something. Aw, Shadow is afraid of Grim. What is Amy talking about? They just celebrate. They're like, yes, Dayton is dead. Finally. No, the aspiration isn't finished. She needs to reach level 8 of the career. However, I think she can get that the next time she goes to work, which would be tonight at 2 a.m. So I think we actually have to get a move on. We have to actually go and meet her father right now. Because then, hopefully, when she comes back, we can still take a quick nap. And then she can go to work and we can finish the aspiration. And then we've actually done the first major milestone of this generation. Like, we've completed it. But I think that's also good because we still have to do the skills and we have to do the career, like fully max it out. And then also we have to do the whole storyline of her like moving out, meeting someone, having kids. So I don't want to be working on her like actual generational goals too much. And I also want that if we have kids for the next gen, we can play with them already as well. Hold on, I feel like I have to sneeze. Nope, it was a fake sneeze again. Okay, so we're gonna have to travel. I'm pretty sure. He used to live here, but he no longer does. I'm trying to find out where... Oh, Gillian. This is where they live. Yeah, so he lives here with Amani, who's his wife. Hazel Volkov, I have no idea how she ended up here. Gil, that's her twin brother. And then Roger Volkov, again, no idea. And Matthew Gillian. Maybe, honestly, Amani used to be a Volkov and they, like, merged families. I don't exactly know how that family tree works, but I think it's okay. We just need to go travel to see Joseph. Oh, yeah. Actually, go chat. We need to save the game. Besties go to the bathroom together. That is so true. So I guess we can only conclude that Phoenix and Grim are now besties. I think that might be true. And then we're just gonna knock on the door. We're gonna introduce ourselves to Joseph. Hope he's home. And then okay, he's right outside. Perfect. We can just introduce ourselves. Wait. We already know him? If we already know him, why was he not in our... Oh, now we know him. Oh, I forgot how handsome her dad is. Holy shit. Anyways, okay, so now that we know him, we can actually travel with him somewhere. Because I don't actually want her to show up at his house. I just needed to do that to have them be introduced. I think I want to go to... like a... I think I have a coffee shop somewhere. Yeah, we can go here to Modern Central Perk with Joseph. There we go. Oh, listen. We have a history with dating Grim in this specific save file. So technically, our very first sim, Peppermint, dated Grim and had a baby with Grim. Then also Pandora, which is Phoenix's sister, is also a baby from the Grim Reaper because Plum Bobby, this was a whole drama. Plum Bobby was married to Devin, Dr. Devin. And on their wedding day, Dr. Devin died. So obviously they were very sad. So Plum Bobby ended up woohooing Grim because he was beyond himself with grief. So yeah, there's been some interference in the family line from Grim for sure. Okay, so we just arrived here together. You work here, I guess. Yeah, you're the barista. So we can order a drink. We can order for here. I think you are gonna get a barista's recommendation. Why not? Are we in a... Oh, yeah, I was about to say, Dr. Joseph is here. I know, I'm not over Dr. Devin either. It's so sad. I really miss him. But it was good for the plot. Also, Dr. Joseph wanting to launder money is still funny to me. Okay, they're just gonna sit here. So she's gonna give him some advice. Claim to be criminal mastermind. Deception. Wow. Okay. Lie about career. It was brutal. I have to agree with that. Also, why are you sitting here? Go sit here. Okay, but we don't want you guys to hate each other. So we're gonna do deep thoughts. Mend family relation. Maybe not yet. Oh, what did I just say? Oh, just chat. Okay. That is fine. And it just clicks with the story, yeah. Sorry, Phoenix, but I don't feel like I know you well enough to be having this conversation. Oh, okay, that's awkward. Wow, don't yell at him. Would you say that Phoenix and Dr. Joseph have a difficult dynamic? Sure. Sure. Tell unbelievable story. Small talk? Ask about day. Okay, hold on. I want to take a good photo of this moment because this is the first time she's technically meeting her father. Right? This is an awkward angle for the photo, but it's important that we take screenshots of what's going on in her life. It's very fun how it all comes back. Yeah, I'm happy that I write these things down because otherwise I would also forget them, I think. I'm happy that we have the family tree where I can just like look back at things. Also photos and stuff. Woohooing with Grim. Oh, I feel like you guys definitely, like, people that weren't here when I started the Not So Berry, especially if you missed the Red Generation. The Red Generation was probably one of my most chaotic gens I've ever played in The Sims. We literally woohooed like 17 people in one stream. It was low-key kind of crazy. I love how they keep moving around. Okay, this is maybe a better photo. Hold on. Okay, 17. Yeah, so the Red Generation has the serial romantic aspiration. Oh, well, this is maybe not a better screenshot. Because I can't really... This is going to be like one of those 0.5 photos. I take these so often in my Pack Legacy challenge just for shits and giggles. Oh, They Are Mother and Daughter is also a great one. Yeah. True. Also, thank you for the self-care check. But yeah, I love to... Oh, it's clear that my Sims is very empty-headed. But I love taking these 0.5 photos. I know why, but it's just funny to me. On Shrimp Seas, yes. For anyone, make sure to stretch, sit up straight. Okay. I'm trying to figure out interests. Discuss interests, I guess, works. Why do they meet for the first time? Oh, because Phoenix is the product of a one-night stand. So Phoenix and her brother Gil, originally Phoenix was born as a man. Phoenix is a trans sim who transitioned during their teenage years. And basically they were born as identical twins. So we have Gil and what their name was when they were born, Lucian. And when they were born, her father, Plumbobby, and Dr. Joseph decided to split up the twins and never tell anyone that they had a one-night stand. Because at the time, Dr. Joseph's co-worker, Dr. Devin, was actually engaged to Plumbobby. So Plumbobby kind of got cold feet after getting engaged. And then they sort of broke up for a little while. They were on a break, very friends-like. And then he basically had a one-night stand affair with Dr. Joseph. And then they decided to like just never tell anyone about it. So Phoenix has never met Dr. Joseph and Gil has never met Plumbobby. The idea is that Phoenix is eventually going to puzzle everything together. Phoenix is the one who's going to figure it all out. And the reason that they are meeting right now is because Dr. Joseph actually reached out to Phoenix, not knowing that it's his daughter, to get help with laundering money because Phoenix is a criminal. Should I do a Not So Berry challenge? Yes. I think it's a great challenge. I'm having a really good time with it. So I think you would enjoy it too. Oh, they're doing a cheers. Great. Start a rumor. Why not? Okay, I think we should be going soon though, because she needs to sleep a little bit and get some food before we go to work tonight, because we have to make sure that she goes to work. Also, if you want to know like more about the background story, like I said, everything's written down. So you can read her backstory. It's like written down, but it's not like an extremely long text or anything. Like you can read it in 5 minutes or something just to know her full backstory if you want. And I've written that out for every single character. So also if you see characters and you're like, I'm not really sure how these characters are related to what we're doing, all of them are listed in the family tree. I should turn the headline effects on again so that I can actually see Sims' names. I guess she's gonna have this drink. You look really cool. Also really angry, but you look really cool. Okay, so I guess she gave her info, right? She like shared her info with Dr. Joseph, and now both of them are just gonna be chilling here for a little bit to look less suspicious, because they were just involved in illegal activities, because basically she shared with him how he should be laundering money. Stupid moolah. I mean, as long as it's free stuff, that's still good, right? Then you're not spending any money, but you're still getting free stuff. But I think I'm gonna go home with her now again. Considering that we did do the thing where she met her father for the first time. Again, she doesn't know that it's her father. We're gonna have to figure out how she's gonna figure that out. Do we go for like one of those really dramatic reveals where, like, by helping him launder money, maybe at one point he gets in trouble and then he's like, you have to come help me now. And then she goes to his house and she like finds evidence or something. Apparently there's new free stuff. Yeah. Because the AC is broken. I've just been absent-mindedly trying to have fun in The Sims, but it's been rough because it's too hot to focus. That is so fair. Yeah. Wait, I'm bad with Fahrenheit. So F2C would be 87. Yeah, that's really warm. That is really warm for indoors. That's not where we live. Who lives here? Oh, that's Hollow Sim Self. That's what we talked about earlier. Hollow, we earlier realized, I think you might have died in my sim save, but I think you had a child. Because there's a teenage boy living here named Randolph's son. You're in Florida. That's very far away from where I am. I am in the Netherlands. But to be fair, we do have warm weather as well. It was about 87 for us today outside. Okay, so we're going to go back home. Where do we live? I always forget where we live. We don't live here, right? We do live here. Lol. Okay, we're not going to take our dad home. We're just going to go home. TikTok said it was only today. Oh, shit. I can't go onto the shop today because I am playing offline. It is kind of funny. I have to agree. I was so confused. I was like, which household is living here? And then it said like Hollow Sim Self. And I was like, I'm pretty sure this is not Hollow Sim Self. Your son is doing pretty well. Yeah, he has a nice apartment in the city, so I guess he's happy. Okay, also, we are gonna now lock the door again for everyone but household members. Because we opened it so that Dayton could come in. Oh my god. I was thinking, oh my god, our cat has fleas. But no, that's just the pattern on the floor. TikTok isn't always trustworthy. No, that is fair. But also, I can totally imagine that being true. Okay, we're gonna get some food. Get leftovers. Let's get some Burmese samosa soup. And then we're gonna go to sleep, I guess. So that when we have to go to work at like 2 a.m. in the morning. Why do I always say 2 a.m. in the morning? That is so double. We can actually get that promotion. Like, she's not going to be tired. She's not going to have any negative needs. She's going to be perfectly fine. Because then we have actually done... We will complete the aspiration. If she gets to level 8 in the career, we complete the aspiration. And then obviously we're a bit closer to completing the career as well. We have officially met our father. Like, we're smashing the goals that I set for today's stream. Like, those are the things that I really wanted. So we're getting somewhere. I think she's just gonna paint again. Because let's be real, we still need the money. That's gonna be one of those factors that might be delaying us eventually, is if we don't have enough money to move both of them out. Okay, come on. Go to sleep for a little bit. Go to sleep for a little bit. Just a couple of hours. So you go to work fully refreshed. Finally home from your cleaning job. I hope it went well. I just checked and we're talking about the coach thing that dropped for free today on the marketplace. It's available until October. Oh. I reached all my goals. I really needed him dead. I mean, to be fair, we did. We did. I have to update first again. Yeah. I've been postponing the update. I don't actually think any of the mods broke with the update, so maybe I'm just being a baby for nothing, but I heard there were like issues with the save files and stuff for some people, and they like I know that they dropped an update, then for a lot of people the game wouldn't load and they dropped the second patch. But like for some people the autosave feature is actually ruining their save files, and I'm like I have too many things. Like I have an active Let's Play that's been going for 4.5 years. I have this active Let's Play that's been going for 4.5 years. At this point, I'm like, I don't want to lose these save files. You have to update everything. Has it been so long since you updated? Is that the reason? Come on, sell it to a collector. No, you're not. Oh, I told her to go to sleep. I was already like, why is Phoenix not going to sleep? I don't know. I don't know, cat girl. Honestly, I don't know your Sim, so I wouldn't know who they should go with. I haven't played since the news says the AI. Oh, then you definitely have a lot of updates to do. Yeah. That is for sure. That's a while ago. I'm just glad I have few new CC and only UI mod thingy to help me cheat. Yeah. And CC doesn't break. Like I think in the entire time that I have played, CC broke twice, I think. We had the like big breaks. We had the big break with the chairs. There was like a time where all CC chairs broke. And we had the one where all windows broke. Oh god, it's too noisy. Are we gonna pick a fight with the next neighbor? Because this is, like, we originally had a fight exactly for this reason. Because that's how the whole situation with Dayton started. Also, Kane, thank you so much for the biddies. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Going each save immediately and changing the save file setting to turn off autosave will help. Yes, I'm definitely going to do that. I'm going to turn it off and, like, Pack Legacy, Build Save, and this one, and my Origin save, because those are the 4 saves that I still actively play in. Awesome, Rivson, welcome in. I would be very careful if I was their neighbor. I know, because before you know it, you get woohoo to death. Also, Tia, thank you so much for the freaking 200th stream streak. That is wild. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, Isaac is a hottie. He's actually cute. Hey, I live here too. I'm sorry your life is boring. Maybe you should go to the lounge and have some fun of your own. I mean, I might have some fun with you. Can't woohoo you to death, but like... And also, my life is not boring at all. I'm a criminal. I'm actually about to go do very criminal things at the middle of the night. You cannot know that. Obviously. Okay, it's past my bedtime. I hope you have some good sleeps. But it's free, so I'll take it. Yeah. I mean, you gotta take the scraps, right? You gotta take the scraps that they offer you. If you're not gonna pay for anything. But that's unfortunate. Because coach stuff in real life is in fact really pretty. This is actually, like, I genuinely do not care for designer stuff. I don't think I've ever really cared for designer stuff. I never understood why people would spend so much money on, like, bags or something. But Coach genuinely has bags that I would debate buying one. Not for the full price, but, like, on sale, because I actually really like the design. I think it's really pretty. Oh, I know Taz was about to record their episode for The Sims in Bloom when all of a sudden, I think I saw this. I saw this. I was in Taz's stream the day after, I think. Or on the day itself. I was actually lurking in Taz's stream. Mel's! 12 months today and enough points. That is literally milestone day. What the heck? Thank you so much for hanging out enough that you got to redeem the freaking rose roll. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That is so many points. Thank you for hanging out enough that you got to redeem that. That is wild. I'm pretty sure one of my mods is gonna beat me to it because they always do. There we go. See, Esther did it. Well, then I just go to the rose room for anyone if you're hanging out here. Make sure to give Mel's a warm welcome into the rose room. We've had so many new roses and so many rolls today. Absolutely wild. Mind blown. Genuinely. And also, now that we're talking about it, hold on. I kind of want to show you guys the Coach bag that I like. Not specifically that, but like why I like it. So Coach is known for primarily their handbags. Like they also make other stuff, but I would say their handbags are like the main thing that they do. And what I really like is that Coach bags have really subtle branding. And apart from that, I just think it's a stylish bag. So this is one of the bags from them. This is like one of their more like standard models, I would say. The only thing that they do for the branding is the C for the clamp thingy or like the clip, which I feel like is so subtle and classy. And also, I just like the design of the bag. It's just like, it's a nice, good quality leather bag. It's like nothing extremely fancy or over the top. But it is like, it's genuine leather, so it's probably going to last a while. So, yeah, the price is horrible. If you get a Coach bag, they are expensive. So I would not buy a Coach bag like for the full price. This one is $395, which okay, of course, hella expensive. Wouldn't spend that on a bag. However, if you compare it to other branded bags, $395 is not that much. Again, that's because all the bags are overpriced. So I would probably buy one like on sale or like one on Vinted or something. Like I wouldn't mind buying a secondhand Coach bag for the simple reason that they are good quality. So like you can probably use them for a good amount of time. But I actually, last year when I was in LA, I went to the Coach store. Again, I never go into brand stores because I always feel really broke going into one. And they had one Coach bag. I'm going to see if I can find it. There's also a Coach outlet, apparently. Did not know. But there's one bag where I really love the shape. But I don't know if they still have it. It was like slightly curved. I was like, this is highly impractical for putting stuff in it. But I just loved how quirky the shape of the bag was. Yeah, I can't find it anymore. But maybe one day I'll treat myself to a Coach bag. Like, one fancy handbag. Because I genuinely don't have any. I have like Uniqlo bags, which are perfect. But sometimes it's just nice to get like one. I mean, to be fair, I think the one that I saw is actually on, hold on. I can't find the listing. But this, look, there's like the slight curve in the bag. I love that. Restoring old Coach items to repurpose them to just have them. Wait, that's really cool. So yeah, I might actually look for a secondhand one, not buy a new one. I don't know. It's like truly the first time that I've actually enjoyed a designer item. Always kind of wreck them. Something that I've been successful in not wrecking is a designer wallet. Nice. Yeah, I feel like I probably would also only use it if I'm like, I don't know, going to a fancier event or something. Like if I go to a wedding, for example, I right now do not have a fancy bag. You're not really going to take your Uniqlo crossbody bag if you go to a wedding in a nice dress. Like I don't really have a pretty bag. I have a pretty bag, like a cheap one from Primark, which works well enough, but it is very cheap looking. Like it is very obvious that it's cheap. So having just like one nice bag that also I would probably get it in dark brown, because that's just a color that would go really well with my wardrobe and also would work with a lot of different outfits. Coach, oh my god, there's a Coach outlet in Bataviastad. I don't think I've ever been to Bataviastad. The only place that I've been to for outlets and stuff is the one is it called Rosaria? It's in Roosendaal, because my parents-in-law live there, so when we visit, it's like easy to go to. I opened the door to buy pretty bags last year and now they are your babies. Yeah. That's the thing. I feel like when I was younger, I never understood people buying expensive items. Oh, Rosada. That's the one. Rosada. Yes. I don't know why I couldn't remember the name. But I feel like now that I'm older and more an adult, I definitely understand it more to spend money on, I don't know, like bigger items, like fancier items, to sometimes treat yourself to something nice. And I don't think they're very expensive. You can't really expect to find quality leather for... No, that is very true. Okay, that's a good point. That is a good point. So they, like, in terms of it being a leather bag, they're not that expensive. It's just for a small, teeny tiny handbag, it is relatively expensive for the item that you're getting. So not necessarily the quality or the material that you're using, but it's more like you are getting a $400 bag that can probably fit your wallet and your phone and maybe a packet of gum and your lipstick, and that's about it. Whereas I feel like for that same price, you can also buy a really nice quality backpack, for example. So it is a lot of money, but I do agree that, like, the fact that it's a full leather bag, and also I have heard, like, again, can't say this from experience, but from other people that have had Coach bags or have Coach bags, that they do last quite long. So that is something good, I guess. I try to invest more in clothes that are nice quality, fit me well, and last a long time. Yeah, it is definitely hard to do. I think in my case, the part that I'm not the best at is like necessarily the nice quality, but I have really been trying to buy clothes that fit me properly instead of trying to buy too small, because I'm like, oh, maybe I can lose some weight. No, just buy clothes that fit you, that are comfortable, that you actually think you're going to wear. Try to minimize, like, I don't know, impulse purchases, which almost ironically, I've gotten so good at not buying impulsively anymore that recently I didn't buy a jacket and then I regretted it for like 3 weeks. However, I did find the jacket on Vinted and I actually ordered it. So it should arrive sometime soon. It was shipped. It's going to arrive somewhere between August 3rd and August 10th, if all is well, because they're sending it from Berlin. But yeah, that was definitely a situation of, was like, okay, I adulted a little too hard. I actually should have impulse bought this jacket, because I ended up feeling really sad that I didn't buy it. So yeah, I ended up finding it though, so we're all good. But I'm kind of like trying to balance this, and I don't know if you guys relate to this, and I have this with everything in life, and it might be an ADHD trait of like the all or nothing mindset, where either I get ridiculously frugal and I'm like, I don't want to spend any money, and then I don't allow myself to buy anything, and like everything has to go to my savings account, and I'm like almost getting obsessive over how much I'm saving, or I'm like, I can treat myself, and then I just have no boundaries, and then in a month I buy like all the clothes I want, and I buy like all the books I want, and then at the end of the month, it's not like I'm unhappy with the purchases that I've made necessarily, but it's more so that I'm unhappy with the fact that it was like so much that there was no control. Like some of the things I'm like, I could have not bought that. So it's not necessarily that I even regret the thing. It's more so regretting not having impulse control. Which is definitely, I don't know, it's been an interesting dynamic, because I also have times where I have it way more than others. I feel like if I'm mentally struggling, it is a lot more present. But yeah, I guess it's definitely the ADHD then. I bought yourself a GGL handbag with money from your first summer job. Back then, it was a must-have handbag. Do you still have it? My autism is stronger than my ADHD in this case. I've always have a hard time with spending my money. Yeah. I feel like for me, it's also, I don't necessarily have a hard time with spending money. I more so get obsessive with saving. And also, I don't know if you guys relate to this as well, but I have this thing where, let's say that you're saving money. As long as you're below 5,000, you get to spend the money. But as soon as you pass the 5,000, it's no longer allowed to go below the 5,000. So then you can spend anything between 5,000 and 10,000. But then as soon as it hits 10,000, it has to stay there. It cannot go below the 10,000 anymore. And then you can spend the money between 10 and 15,000. And like, it kind of continues like this to a point where eventually you have actually like really good savings. Because I've had this, like, Scott and I have been living together. We have like a shared savings account. Both of us have a private long-term savings account. So like in my business, I have a savings account. So at this point, we actually have quite a lot of saved money. But then I'm like, no, but that is all money that I can never touch, because then it will dip below the threshold that it's currently sitting at. Like, then why did I save all this money if I'm never like obviously some term like our longer term savings, the whole point of it is that it's like long-term savings. So we're going to use it for like a big purchase at one point. We don't exactly know what. It's not like we're specifically saving towards a goal or something like, oh, we want to get married. It's going to be so much or want to buy a house. But it's more so like, you know, adulting. There's going to come a time where you probably need a lump sum of money for something. But it's just like crazy in my brain here. I'm like, let's say we save 30K and at one point I'm like, yeah, okay, we want to get married. We want to spend this. I'd be like, no, we can't because then it's going to dip below the 30K. So we need to save another 30K so we can spend it. But then obviously that logic is going to continue to apply. You have a problem with spending money. It's the worst. I get the smallest things and find reason. You need it. Yeah, that's the thing is like you have to come up with a reason for everything, even though sometimes just wanting something is also a perfectly valid reason to just buy something. But I'm happy that you guys all resonate with this though. I feel that that's exactly why I find spending difficult. I already had this with like 10 euros in my physical wallet or something when I was a kid and I had pocket money. You were like, okay, so this is a 10 euro bill. I cannot go below this. I get it though. As I feel like with smaller amounts, I don't have it as much. And also my brain very much works in the 5 threshold. So if I have like the 5K, 10K, 15K, those are like my thresholds in my brain. Also, let's see how Phoenix is doing. Okay, she's going to get a promotion for sure. Awesome. Because then we're going to finish the aspiration. Saving X amount of money per month and the rest I get to spend. Yes, I do that too. Like when my money hits my bank account, like when I pay, so from my business, like all my money will come in throughout the month because every single thing I do, like sponsors, Twitch, YouTube, they all have different payout dates. So everything comes in and then on a set date during the month, I pay myself as if I'm like an employee of my own company. When that money hits my bank account, I immediately put all the money aside I need for bills during that month. And then I put money aside for groceries and like our household and our shared savings. I put money aside for my own savings. And then what is left, I just get to spend, which is not a lot. To be honest, I do have most of my money allocated for either budgets or savings, but it's like it's still like a little pocket money that I just don't have to think about. Scott just walked in very proudly and he's like, yeah, and who taught you that?
Ik heb van die meegenomen.
Okay. Een klein appeltje. Ja, het is gewoon... Ik heb niet super veel honger, maar gewoon nog net een beetje. Yeah. So I made soup today. A HelloFresh recipe. And it was really nice, but it was just very little food. Like, it was soup without any carbs in it. So it was mostly veggies and like a tomato base and some chicken. And then the carbs in the meal were literally like 1 quesadilla. Which is like nice. I'm not complaining, but it's just it's very little food. Like I'm actually just hungry now, even though I had dinner earlier. So I sent a voice memo to Scott because he was actually working out. He was rowing, and I was like, yeah, so the food is a little bit less. Like it's not that much. So now he actually said that he got more food. And he bought tomato juice. Also, hi Savannah. Thank you so much for the freaking 100 stream streak. Let's go. I've tried thinking more like you never know what will happen tomorrow, so we need to remember. Yes, that is a good point, Amelie. That is true. The thing is with that, if I think that too much, then I'll just overspend again. So the balance is what makes it hard, but okay, but we haven't gotten the pop-up that she actually finished the aspiration, but she did, which means we can now actually give her the trait. We didn't get the pop-up though, did we? We can give her the 7 trait. You have HelloFresh? Yes, I do. I've had HelloFresh for like 4 years now. We get 4 HelloFresh meals a week, and then for the other 3 days, we either go do groceries or like we have appointments with friends or we eat out or something like that. Like, those are usually the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which those days are unpredictable. We never know what we do, but like for Monday through Thursday, when we're both working, we just get HelloFresh, and it's been so nice. Okay, we spend all her points. I'm gonna say something really weird, but you smell so much like outside. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but you smell like outside air. It's like a little irony. I think it's maybe because you're sweating. But it's funny because it's strong smell. Strong smell. That's someone your something. Is that something your mom says? Yeah, but he smells like outside. Don't you know that when like inside outside smell? I don't know. Maybe I'm not making any sense. No, but you don't. It's not like smelly. It's not a bad smell. It's just you smell like outside, like crisp, like fresh air. And here indoors, it's like sweet air. He's very confused. He does not. He does not understand it. Rosanna's a nerd who never opens windows in her office. Confirmed. Well, right now they're not open because outdoor is warmer than indoor. Not anymore. Okay, let's open the window then. I was kind of waiting for it. There we go. Yeah, it smells fresh. Exactly. Okay, so now she actually learns traits a lot faster, which is great because that means that we can learn her, we can work on baking and the other things much faster. Mistakes were made. He sat down. He said I shouldn't have sat down. Hold on. She can actually do stuff still. She's not that tired. She can work on her charisma a little bit. How is she doing? She's also doing fine. You can do another painting then, I guess. Also, with that promotion and everything, we got a good amount of money. Holy shit. I'm just realizing we started the stream with 41,000. She now has 55. Oh, sorry. No, I absolutely didn't. I did not dodge your question on purpose. Oh, do you have a fixed system for sharing expenses with your partner? I feel like it's such a difficult thing to adjust. Like, what do you mean with adjust? As in, like, when would you adjust it? I'm super open to share, by the way, but I'm just trying to understand your question so that I can answer it properly. Because otherwise I might give an answer that you're not actually looking for. But I didn't dodge it. I just completely missed it. I just completely missed it. Yeah, but not everything's 50-50 though. Like, our bills are split 50-50, but our grocery money and like savings and stuff is not entirely 50-50. And also we do have like we once in a while like review how much we want to save in like different budget jars and stuff. Like different income, especially from month to month for you. Okay, so that's the thing. My income doesn't vary because I pay myself the exact same amount every single month. So for my private bank account, my income is the same every single month. For my business bank account, some months are really high, which means that I have to save during that month to put money aside for months where it's lower so that I can basically level it out. So I have months where sometimes I get like literally like 7 to 8K will hit my bank account, and like the month after like only 1.5K will hit my bank account. So then it's up to me to manage it, to spread it out. But I pay myself every month a total of 2,700. That hits my bank account, and that's like my salary that I get every month. So in that sense, I don't have to adjust it month for month. And then the finances are completely unrelated to who does what in the household. That's not like a thing that's linked to each other. That is just based on time, how much like mental load I guess it is for one person. So I mostly do like, for example, laundry is something that in that sense takes a lot of time, not because you have to do it like the full entire time of doing the laundry, but like throughout the week, I have to make sure that I'm home for multiple hours to make sure to do the laundry and to fold the laundry and to like make sure that it happens every week at like a proper time so that we don't like have laundry that just stays there for 2 weeks. So it's like a different task. It's also split out more throughout the week. I prefer to do a little bit here and a little bit there. So I do my household chores both in the weekend and on Wednesday. So we just figured out which household chores I can do that fit with that. Also, I personally find cleaning stuff, I hate it. It's like a sensory nightmare. So Scott does like cleaning the toilets and the bathroom and the kitchen because that to me would be like more of a mental load. Cooking is like, you cook a little bit more than I do, I think. You usually cook like 4 days and I maybe 3 or 2.5. But that's also because you enjoy cooking more than I do. Yeah. So in that sense, like the finances aren't necessarily related to what we do around the house. And it's also that conversation I think is always open. Like if either of us is feeling like we're doing too much or doing too little, we want to review it, we just review it. We've divided some of our chores based on preference. My boyfriends hate folding laundry, which I don't mind, and I hate vacuuming. Yeah, exactly. I think like that is, we have the same, like Scott vacuums, I fold laundry. I like doing laundry. I enjoy that for some reason. I like the smell. I like folding it. I like organizing my wardrobe. It's like, it's a fun part for me. Vacuuming, I'm neutral about. I don't mind it, but I hate cleaning stuff with like actual cleaning products because I hate the sensory experience of it. But yeah, dividing your chores based on preference, unless you have the exact same preference in chores, then it becomes hard because then who's going to do the chores that you both hate? I guess then you kind of just got to suck it up and do it anyways. But for example, I also take care of the plants, which doesn't take a lot of time, but it's like I still need to do it every single week. And sometimes all of a sudden it takes a bunch more time because I need to repot them and stuff. Other than that, I would say some like, not bigger things is not the right word, but like more like project-based things. Like, okay, we want to upgrade the kitchen, so it needs to be painted, or we want to like have a nice balcony garden or stuff like that is usually more things that I do. But then Scott does the things where like, you know, every single 3 months, you're going to have to descale your washing machine and what is it called? Kettle. That's something he does because I will forget. Is a point in finance when one does a lot compared to the other. I just don't live with you, so mention just in case. No, that's so fair. I think in that sense, like both of us work. And like my job, I guess, takes more time in terms of like the amount of hours I work, but that's also because I choose to do that, because I want to do this job because I love this job. This is a job that you couldn't do in 32 hours a week. Like that's just not feasible. But I think it levels out with the fact that you cook more often and stuff. I don't know. I feel like we never really look at it to be like, oh, it has to be exactly fair. It just has to work. Like either of us has to feel comfortable with what we're doing. And if one of us is like, oh, it feels like it's too much or too little, or like we want to shift it, we just talk. No. No. Mm-hmm. He just said financially we're like not necessarily earning the exact same amount. And therefore also we don't split everything exactly 50-50, but we're also happy with the way that it's set up. And we have the conversation if we feel like it's needed to have the conversation. I think it can get a little overcomplicated sometimes in these conversations. If you're both adults who communicate, it's usually not hard to figure out the split. I don't know. I think it really depends on how much you're aligned with how you want to do it. Like you can still both be adults, but if you like, if one person feels very strongly about certain things, or like, I don't know, I guess in our case, we just really align on it. So we just have the same vision on how we want to do it. I don't think we ever talked about that, so I have no clue what you're talking about. Scott, blink twice if you need help. No, they're joking. Esther asked, Scott, are you happy to? because I said that you're happy. So now they're checking with you if you're happy. He said, yes, because I don't have to fold your laundry. And he said, because I get to iron. He really enjoys ironing. He's like, with your weird folding system. Oh. I mean, he likes ironing, which I don't, which I hate. He's Iron Man. You are. Okay, hold on. Because speaking of money, she needs to make money. If you have enough space, iron is very satisfying. I find this so boring. That's like one of the tasks that I just cannot do. I know, Kane, I saw your thing. It's just not related to the conversation we're having right now, so I didn't respond to it, but I did see your thing. I hope you're having fun. Wait, weird folding system? Yeah, apparently he finds my way of folding clothes weird. I don't think it's a weird system. I don't think it's a system specifically. It's just how I fold my clothes. I'm happy to send him some clothes to iron. I don't think he wants extra. I think he's happy with the current amount. I need someone to teach me how to iron shirts efficiently. Yeah. I mean, I guess there is a way to do it. What is the amount you want to reach before they move out? I don't have a very specific target amount, but considering that I want to probably have them both leave with at least like 35,000, because I think with that we can actually get them a nice house with furnishings. And also we wouldn't be dependent on someone else's money. Like she could move out on her own. And before we do anything else. Okay, how is she going skill-wise? Because I think she might have to go to sleep soon. See, even with a 7 trait, it goes so slow to build the charisma skill. So I guess you're just going to go to sleep now. Again, her day and night rhythm is messed up. How is her work schedule? Okay, she still works from 1 a.m. to 10 a.m. Yes, you might have missed it, Thomas. We absolutely killed Dayton. He had some ecstatic last moments of his life. Oh, Hollow made a clip. Yeah. He's very dead. Which helped our dear Phoenix complete her aspiration. So she is now very happy. She also got promoted in the criminal career. She met her father. Although, again, she still doesn't know it's her father. Maybe he's gonna... Wait, what is her next day off? Okay, only Wednesday. I feel like that's quite far into the future. Because, I don't know. I don't want to wait too long. But also, maybe we can wait until Wednesday. Oh, she made another masterpiece. Great. Maybe we can wait until Wednesday. Because then her father's... I think he's going to call her, like, in distress. Because basically what they did is they met up. She taught him how to launder money. And he's going to try to do it. And I think he's going to mess up. And then he's going to call her and be like, oh my God, you have to come to my place right now. We have like a big issue. She's going to come to his house. And there she's going to find like evidence. She's going to find like a photo of him and Plum Bobby or like something. She's going to figure it out. I think that's going to be the idea for now. But we can wait with that until Wednesday. In the meantime, I think Amy is going to go do something again because she painted again quite a lot. Maybe for her evening. Who is this? Who is Nico? Is that her dad? Because she technically ran away from home to come live with us. Or is that her brother? Because I don't think... Because I feel like Amy actually had a mother and Plum Bobby. Ooh, thank you for the uptime reminder. Okay, so we have about 15-20 minutes left to stream. I think you want to go make food. I know you sat down, but... I just realized he still hasn't had dinner. I mean, it's fine. 9:45 is still like, considering you went out to do a workout, but he sat down in the reading chair, which is obviously a very comfortable chair. So all of a sudden I realized when you did the uptime, I was like, oh, okay, that means that I'm going to like wrap up stream in 20 minutes. And I was like, holy shit, I'm going to wrap up stream. And that is usually like getting towards bedtime. He hasn't had dinner yet. So yeah, he's gonna quickly go make dinner. I think she's just gonna go by herself. Oh. By herself. There we go. What is she gonna do at night? Maybe she is actually gonna go to a health center. I feel like she might. I mean, you could technically go on like adventuring. You could go like on a hike or something. But at night doesn't feel the most. Maybe she's gonna go to the movies. That's what we're gonna do. I wonder if they meet people when they do this, because like realistically, it would be nice if she had a friend. Also, Talabo, welcome in. It's really good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, having a comfortable chair is genuinely a curse. I've had this so many times that I sat down here already. This chair has been in my room for like 2 weeks. Where I had it the other day. I went upstairs and I said, I'm gonna go take a shower. And then an hour later, Scott came upstairs and he was like, I'm gonna go take a shower now. Have you showered? And I'm like, nope, I sat down. I just sat down. I was scrolling and then an hour passed. You're doing okay. Still finishing up with RTI, and I'm so tired as I have my first day back at work today. I am sending you a lot of restful vibes. I'm happy to hear that you're doing okay though, but still sending you lots of good vibes moving forward. And I hope your first day went okay. Okay, let's see, because Amy is now away. And okay, Amy is back from the family activity. She had a nice movie night. Amy is like slowly getting back on a more normal people schedule, I think. I'm in bed all cozy. Thought I'd watch some Nazaberry, and I feel like I've not seen you live within a bit. That is very true. I haven't played in quite a while. I did play for like 2 hours during my 5-year stream anniversary, because I basically did a big 12-hour stream where every 2-hour block represented a different era of my streams. So obviously the Not So Berry Challenge was in there, but we only played, I think we ended up effectively playing for like 1.5 hours, which was relatively minimal. So I'm very happy that we're like fully back into it. I also feel like today we've made some actual solid progress with the story and with the orange gen. Because I realized also in doing like all the VOD edits and stuff, for anyone who missed it, I talked about it earlier on the co-working stream today. I've been doing this thing where like on my secondary YouTube channel, rosannatxt, I have basically, ooh, this is bad. Let's refill this. The food got all stinky. I've basically been like re-editing all the thumbnails, descriptions, chapters, everything for the Not So Berry Challenge and other things as well, to just make sure that the videos on that channel are more watchable and like easier to consume. Because right now it was a little bit of just a video dump. It wasn't all that great. And I realized that we are hitting episode 168. Like this is 168 already. And we're on Gen 6. So I wanna, I don't know, try to actually make some progress. Trying to get back into the hot tea. You're close to Gen 2. Let's go. I've seen some good things about the hot tea, but I actually don't really know what it's about. Is it also just a 10 gen legacy? Planties do good and don't do good with timestamps. We just love... Yeah, exactly. You guys love to yap a lot, but I love that. But it is... I can imagine, like, if you're trying to watch the Not So Berry Challenge on YouTube, like, some people really don't mind watching longer videos. Like, some people actually enjoy having, like, something on in the background. So I think the Not So Berry Challenge streams are something nice to have available. Also, why is this so disgusting? I'm just going to empty it fully, and then I'm going to refill it. Or is there just something under it? Oh, no, it just got reset. Okay. No. What? Is it gonna smell? Yeah, okay, so we have to empty the bowl. Okay. But 10 gen legacy, and I like how different generations are. One is a baker, two is a doctor. Okay, that's definitely very different. But yeah, I feel like I want to just make some good progress so that people that are watching it on YouTube are also not watching just like endless streams of not really any progress, nothing happening, because I don't think that's very fun. You're going to clean the litter box and then you're going to go to sleep, I guess. Well, maybe you're not going to go to sleep. No, come on. I clicked away the wrong thing. Maybe you can do one more painting. Oh, Why are you so uncomfortable? Oh, from seeing a mouse. Oh. Obliterate. Come on. As your 2-hour slot. Ah, like that. Yeah. The 2-hour slots. That is very true. Yeah, that the schedule was a little bit messy, but that was fine. I had a great time nonetheless. Also, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Did we actually obliterate the mice? Oh, Phoenix is awake. Okay. Phoenix is just gonna get some food, which is perfect. Yeah, Amy and Phoenix are living like totally opposite lives right now because when Amy is about to go to bed, like they have a couple of hours of overlap, but okay, how long is this gonna last? 34 minutes and 4 minutes. I think when this one runs out, she might actually become happy again. No. Plus 10. Oh my goodness. Okay, you can go complain about the noise then. You're doing a university playthrough, and I might have the kid of the sim be the founder of the Hot Tea Legacy Challenge. Oh, I love that. Also, a good university playthrough is long since I've done that. I'm excited for their heir Harper to be a young adult, but I need to skill grind with her mother. She needs like 3 more levels in real skills. Oh yeah, that can be rough. Like especially later levels in skills take quite a while to build. Okay, so are you gonna complain angrily about noise? Okay, that is done. Perfect. Now she can actually do another painting and then go to sleep. Oh, still too noisy. Okay. You can just use the restroom. Oh shit, we haven't, I just realized for our work, we need to hack or make viruses again. And we also need to reach mischief level 9 and reach programming skill level 6. Okay. So we won't get a promotion anytime soon anyways. But to be fair, we are level 8 of the career, so that is not bad. Ooh, good shout. Yes, for anyone, if you're also playing The Sims specifically, but for any other game as well, make sure to save your game. What's worse is that it's baking and romance. I'm currently trying to max out baking with Phoenix as well, and it's so slow. Romance is also quite rough because obviously you have, like, especially if you don't necessarily want to date with your storyline. I wonder what programming level I would have in The Sims. Probably like level 8, 9, or 10. Quite high. Yeah, Books Avenue is a good one. That's actually really smart. Oh, her mischief is going up. From hacking. Okay. Aw, wait. Shadow actually wants to play. Okay, we should probably give some attention and love to Shadow because I'm realizing now that we have kind of abandoned Shadow a little bit. I mean, why does my sim need to date? She's married to her forever husband after 2 rough relationships. Exactly. I mean, can you build romance with a sim that you already have a full romantic relationship with? Oh god, she's sick. From illness. She misses her family. She is feeling good because she's near misery. That is so evil. So evil. Exactly. I shadow banned him in his own home. Poor little thing. Oh my goodness. Talabo, let's freaking go. Thank you so much for hanging out enough that you got to redeem the palm tree roll. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is genuinely roll galore today. So many roll redeems. Let's freaking go. Also, she just finished painting a masterpiece, which means that she also completed her aspiration. Let's go. That means she also has rewards now. I could technically give her the frugal trait, then she has reduced household bills, which is obviously very useful for both of us because we can save money faster. I've been waiting for ages to do that. I'm mainly a lurker. Thank you so much for a lurker. I do appreciate that. And also thank you for the follow just now. Welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. And thank you, Esther, for setting up that palm tree roll. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. She's just gonna... What is she doing? Oh. Uplink established. The hack was successful. Let's go. We did it. 75% done. Oh my god, that's so annoying. Because we're not going to be able to finish it before I need to go to work. Oh shit. She should have been at work all along. She doesn't go to work at 2 anymore. She goes to work at 1 a.m. I just delete the bedroom and the whole house too. It's pouring with rain and thunder outside. Wait, why would you delete the bedroom when they start woohooing? It's just part of life. Okay, Phoenix is off to work. Okay, so technically she's already late for work as well. Oh well. We do have another work day tomorrow though, but I don't think we're actually going to get done with these. Would that make them float woohoo? I don't think so. That would be funny though. Okay, she can go to sleep after this. Yeah, so to finish the criminal career, we're actually going to have to do quite some things still. So I think timeline-wise, we're like very nicely on the way because Phoenix is aging up in 8 days, which means... Okay, so let's do a little bit of goal setting really quickly. If Phoenix ages up in 8 days, that means that in 8 days, technically, we are allowed to move out of this apartment. Let's see. Yeah, so that's here. So that's like next week on Tuesday. Glitchy stuff happens if you set the bed as head and... Oh my god, you actually set the bed as head. That is... wild. That is wild. So I'm thinking what I want to try to do is finish the career before she turns into an adult, because that will mean that we earn like some good money as well from that. In the meantime, Amy's going to continue to paint. When she turns into an adult, at that point, she's going to know her father. She's going to know that she has a twin brother because she's going to find that out on Wednesday. She's going to have finished the criminal career. She can move out of this apartment. So she's going to probably like get a house and then maybe she will be ready to start dating and have kids and stuff. In the meantime, we need to work on baking and charisma skill still. Those are like 2 goals that we still need to do. But I think before she becomes an adult, we're going to finish some of the main goals because I feel like once she becomes an adult, I relatively quickly want her to like meet someone, have kids, which are going to be twins, and then kind of sort of start slowly already transitioning into the next generation. Because we've done so much storytelling with Phoenix as a child and as a teenager, and like so much of the story building has already happened, I feel like it makes sense to already slowly start phasing out her story when she's an adult rather than wait until she's like an elder. I actually don't exactly know in terms of like the next generation. Let's take a quick peek. So generation 7 would be Pink. You grew up poor and are living paycheck to paycheck working in the business career, just as your parents did. Okay. So the thing is, that means that Phoenix is not... But the thing, she's like a master criminal. Maybe she's gonna... Maybe they get a house. And then like Phoenix loses everything right before she... Or like right as she has children. Like she has money. She gets a nice place. But then as soon as they have the house, there's not gonna be like... Yeah, maybe she's caught. Oh my god, what if we... Okay, you just unlocked an idea. What if Phoenix is like the main breadwinner, right? So Phoenix is going to marry someone or fall in love. Maybe they don't marry, actually. Who doesn't have like a super fancy job. Maybe they're literally just like, I don't know, they're a barista or something. Like something that in The Sims doesn't earn super much. super much, as much. And then Phoenix gets caught and goes to prison. So like she's not gonna die. She's still gonna be somewhere. Maybe we can like build a lot that's like a fake prison and she's actually gonna move there and live there. And then the twins are gonna remain with their other parent, who then only has like they live in a not like a we're definitely with 35K not even gonna be able to build them like a super fancy house or anything, but like they're gonna have like a decent house. It's like fine, but then the parent that they're left with is not gonna have a lot of money. So even though they live in like maybe not the worst place on earth, they still grow up with like very little money. And then it also says that working in the business career, maybe we can have one of the parents, like the other parent, not be a barista, but work in the business career, but literally just be like one of the lower levels and never really get higher up. Especially if they are left with twins at home, it makes sense that they're not really going to get any promotions anymore. Yeah, like the tax office comes, or like, I mean, if you get arrested, you probably have to like pay back people. So basically all the money that they have is going to be gone. I feel like that would be a really nice sort of wrap up of Phoenix's storyline as well. And then we have the twins that are left with the other parent, meaning that they don't have a lot of money. And then it says you long to write romance novels, but are too afraid to quit your steady job to follow your dreams. Okay, so this particular sim, like these twins, one of these twins is going to have to work in the business career as well. Maybe they can start working there quite early on because they're trying to like help out their parents with, I don't know, earning some money for the household. You're very practical and you know the chances of making it as a writer are slim. So you stay working at your 9 to 5. As an adult, you finally decide to pursue your dreams. You're a hopeless romantic, but your unflirty nature makes it nearly impossible to find love. So the traits are neat, unflirty, and creative. The aspiration is best-selling author, and the career is going to be business. And the rules are to complete the postcard collection, which I truly have never ever tried. Master writing and wellness skills. Complete the best-selling author aspiration. Have a well-maintained garden. And quit a day job as an adult to pursue dreams. Midlife crisis much ? So I feel like for Generation 7 with the Pink Gen, we now have a pretty solid backstory. And also as kids, I'm like intrigued to see how we're going to do all of that. Like we're probably going to travel a lot more if they don't have a lot of things at home. Not having much money sounds like I resemble that remark. Hey, listen, we've all been there. I mean, I feel like all of us know the feeling of not having a lot of money at one point in our lives. At one point, you might eventually make more or not. Depends on how you live your life, I guess. But money is not everything. It's a good start, but it's definitely not everything. But yeah, we now have a pretty solid backstory. But that also, I feel like it makes even more sense to try and finish as much as we can of Phoenix's storyline and Phoenix's like life before we become an adult and have kids. Because I think maybe quite soon after having kids, she's going to get arrested. Like they buy a house and before it's even properly furnished, they're like, they have young kids, an unfurnished house, and then Phoenix gets arrested and they lose everything. That is true. Money cannot buy happiness, but it can buy ice cream, and ice cream definitely makes you happy. When are you planning to stream Not So Berry again? I don't think I have it on my schedule just yet. I'm gonna double check for you. I am gonna double check for you. Hold on. Because tomorrow we're playing Palia. Friday we're playing. Hold on. Can I just go here? That is better. Friday we're playing Stardew Valley. Maybe next week, honestly. Yeah. I think maybe next week. We could do Not So Berry on Tuesday again. Because now I'm like really invested into the storyline. But I'm not making any promises, but because just in case anything comes up, like any other game or any other project or something that I want to squeeze in, I might still move it around, but I think maybe next week will be very similar to this week. So Minecraft Forever World, Sims Not So Berry, Palia, and Stardew Valley. The week after that, we're going to do Minecraft Lego stream on Tuesday. And then we also have the reading stream on Sunday and stuff. But But yeah, I think honestly, I'm kind of like into it now. And I have the Town to City episodes recorded until the end of August because I technically record them live on stream. So sometimes I kind of have to make sure that I remember to record those, but I think we can do another Not So Bear stream next week. See, this is why I know, but then it's going to be a while. Then it's going to be 2 weeks without. Well, not entirely without a Wednesday stream. In the week of the 17th of August, I'm going to have a bit of a weird week because I'm actually taking the Tuesday off during the day. I haven't fully decided about the evening and the gaming, but during the day, I'm going to go with my mom and my sisters to make jewelry for Mother's Day still. And like Tuesday is my mom's day off. And considering that both my sisters have summer holiday, that was like the only day that everyone could make it. So I was like, okay, I'll move my stuff around. So then we're going to have a bit of a weird week, but then there's not going to be a Wednesday stream because I might do co-working on Wednesday. And then maybe gaming in the evening, or I might do gaming in the evening because we're already going to go at like 11 and then we're going to have lunch. So, I don't know. I might just do gaming in the evening still so that on Wednesday I only do co-working and I still have the evening off, something like that. And then we're going to have to see the week after that. So the week of the 24th of August, I might be going to Gamescom. It is still uncertain. We're still waiting on multiple sponsors at this point to see if I can make it. But if I make it, it might also mean that I'm already going on Wednesday. So then that week is already going to look a bit wacky as well. So I figured earlier this month, I might as well do 2 Wednesday streams. And then we're also going to have the reading stream and the bell pepper cooking stream somewhere this month, which I'm also excited for. I think both are going to be really fun. I think both are going to be really fun. But yeah, I think with that, I might actually leave it here. Considering that we have such a like good point to sort of wrap it up. Also, thank you so much for the self-care check. I feel like story-wise, like this is a logical point to leave it at so that when we come back next time, we can continue playing. Also, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Like I said, if you want to come hang out, I'll be live tomorrow morning. We're going to be playing Palia tomorrow morning. We're going to continue. We're actually going to work on the bundles tomorrow. That's going to be our focus for the stream. We're going to work on the bundles in the temples and see what we already have in storage and see what we can actually gather in one stream to at least make some progress on it. So that will be tomorrow morning with the row before coffee stream. And then on Thursday, I'm here for co-working. And on Friday, yes, I'm on Central European time. However, if you check the schedule in the Discord, you see it in your own time zone. Or if you check the schedule on my website, you also see it in your own time zone. Because apparently Notion does that. So you're probably East Coast US then. Right? If you're 6 hours behind me. Yes, okay. See, look at me remembering things. I'm so proud of myself. But yeah, I'll be back, like I said, tomorrow or on Thursday with co-working, or Friday evening, same time, same place as right now. We're going to be playing Stardew Valley. We're going to continue with our Stardew Valley expanded save, in which we're still, I think we might actually be able to finish Spring Year 1 during our stream on Friday. So if you want to come hang out for any of those, you are very welcome to do so. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. But for now, I am going to exit my game. And I'm going to see who we can raid for today. Let's see who all is live. Let's see. Let's grab Twitch. Let's see. We have options. We have options. Let's close this. Ooh, I have an idea. I don't think I've ever been able to rate this person. However, it is a name that you might recognize from any legendary Sims build. This is truly someone who has inspired me so much with building in this game that I would love to send you guys over. They're building a retro dream mansion. And considering that we were talking about what exactly is the difference between retro, antique, and vintage early in the morning, I feel like this is almost a very full circle moment. I think we're gonna go say hi to Kate Emerald, who I think actually only started streaming somewhat recently, not like yesterday or something, but um, I haven't streamed The Sims in quite a long time. And the last time I was streaming The Sims, I don't think they were streaming. I think they've only recently started doing it. And I would love to go there because, like I said, I have learned many things from Kate Emerald. Genuinely, truly one of the most creative and just insanely talented builders. So if you like building in The Sims, I think you're really gonna enjoy this raid. So yeah, if you want to come along, I would love to have you. Also, if you want to hang out with us outside of stream hours and you would like to know when and what I stream in your own personal time zone, feel free to join the Discord. The link was just posted in chat. You can also follow me on any of my other socials. I would say primarily I'm active on Instagram. However, you can find all of my relevant socials through that link. And you can, of course, also follow me on YouTube. I have my main YouTube channel, rosannatxt, which is where I post my gaming content, I would say. And then I have my second YouTube channel, which is where I post my content that's not directly related to gaming, but more like content creation content, as well as stream re-upload. So if you want to find all the Not So Berry Challenge streams that we've done, I am currently working on making sure the playlist is fully updated and organized and everything. So yeah, feel free to check all of those links out. If you're going to come along on this raid, feel free to copy pasta one of the raid messages. We have ones with emotes if you're subbed to the channel. And then we have ones with regular emojis, the ones with the green leaves that you can use if you're not subscribed to the channel. Feel free to copy pasta those. I'm going to set up the raid once we're on the end screen. I would love to see you guys tomorrow morning. If I don't see you tomorrow morning, I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. If you still have more time in today, I wish you a wonderful rest of your time zone. And if you're also going to go get some sleeps, then I hope you have some lovely rest. And I'll catch you guys later.